Now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's the boy Coach Malachi in the building, and we are back. Let me make sure you guys can hear me before I turn the camera on. As always, let me check, double check and see. Think y'all can though. Let me pull it up on Let me pull it up right quick on my phone. Put it up on my phone right quick. You dig? Let's do that right there. All right, cool. Y'all can hear me. Bam. All right, I got that. I just always got to make sure y'all can hear before I'm like, man, sometimes I think what it is I got the soundboard, so when I turn it on, it's supposed to automatically, because I use two different streams. I use Ustream and StreamYard. So sometimes it'll pick it up right away, and then sometimes it won't. It'll pick up the audio from the camera. And so when y'all hear me talk, and y'all be like, Coach, we can barely hear you. You sound like you're in the hallway. It's because it's picking up the audio from the camera, from the Sony instead of the, it is what it is. But much love to everybody in the chat, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie, I see you there, baby boy. Yeah. I also, man, I see what's going on out there. I see basically I see what's going on with the Haney negotiations too. Everything I told y'all, pretty much everything I told y'all that, hey man, I think I told y'all last week, I say, look, more than likely, I say this fight, this thing, they're not going to be able to come to an agreement within the allocated time. I said that they may ask for an extension to further negotiate. Or if it go to a purse bid, same thing. So, no, that's different. If it go to purse bid, so now it's open season. So what the WBO did was the WBO said, hey, look, we're not going to allow Zuffa to put money up to bid on it because they have to register with us and all that bullshit there. So that's what they say. I don't know. The sanctioning bodies and, everybody on the same team. There's no good guys in this. Everybody's the bad guy. It's just y'all got to decide which bad guy y'all want to roll with. You get what I'm saying? That's just it. And if you roll with one bad guy, you're rolling with all of them because the one that you pick is down with the other ones that you think are the bad guys. You know what I mean? So this shit like just like politics. You know what I mean? It don't matter who you vote for. The end result is going to be the same. You know what I mean? The same people who control one side control the other side. Once you understand that, then you will learn not to be a bitch about the situation and understand it for what it is. But, okay, I see what it is. This is why I act the way I act and talk the way I talk as it relates to the boxing aspect of it, because I know what it is. You dig? Anyway, this is gonna be a good show. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit. We're gonna talk about this negotiation. We're gonna talk about what Eddie Hearn said about this negotiations, what Boots had to concede to the first time and the Vergil Ortiz agreement to fight him and all that stuff there. And again, as I said before, me, I'm a cover all the boxing news for the most part. I know Diego Pacheco, he won Saturday. I didn't see it, to be honest with you, so I can't really comment on it anyway. I did get a chance to see like some highlights and stuff like that. And somebody I know was there, and he was like, man, it wasn't a lot of people here, man. People were scattered out throughout the place. I'm like, damn, Diego Pacheco, I think he's from the West Coast, Mexican-American. And I'm like, man, he can't draw a crowd with his own people. I wonder why. True. Like, damn, man, los vatos para allá, they didn't want to come, Por qué no sé, pero, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Es no sé para tanto conmigo, pero, I just think that, I don't know. I just sit back and I look at a lot of this fluff and a lot of smoke and mirrors that, because this is the thing with me, right? See, I don't live in the world that I want to be, that I want it to be. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't put it this way. I don't view the world through how I want the world to be. I don't view the world through the eyes or the lens of what I want it to be. I'm not going to pretend this what it is. No, I live in the world and I view things through reality. I told you guys, as it relates to the black fighters, you can't be really riding too hard with them if you're black, like that, from a code standpoint, because these guys are not on no code. They don't know what the fuck that is. They don't even care about what it is. So you can't hold those guys to those standards. I don't expect nothing from these niggas, but what they gonna do? They gonna do what the white man tell them to do. They're gonna talk like they bosses and they not. And that's fine. That's cool. But my thing is I'm gonna pull the wool from your eyes. Now, if you choose not to see, that's on you. I'm gonna pull the wool from your eyes, though. That's what I'm gonna do. You can take it how you want to take it. As I said before, I don't care nothing about being your friend. The friends are overrated. I promise you they are. Friends are overrated. And if I think friends are overrated in real life, I damn sure don't give a fuck about no social media friend. Do you get what I'm saying? An avatar friend. I just don't. So I just try to pull everything back so you guys can look at it for what it is. If you can take the blue pill or the red pill, it's on you. Or you can take the black pill. It's on you. Whatever pill, whatever color you want to use, white pill or whatever color you want to use, however you can digest the information that make you feel good about yourself, do that. But I'm gonna just throw it out there, like I was taught. R.I.P. to Minister Kareem Abdul Muhammad. My granddad, he said, "Look, brother, what you do is, you put the information out there, brother, and that's it. It's not your job to make people believe or not believe, because he's always telling me, Allah is the best of planner. So what you do is you just put the information out there, and whoever receives it, and whoever don't. Because whoever receives it, that's who it was meant for. It's not meant for everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's not meant for everybody. You don't come to try to help or save everybody. You only come to help and save those who are willing to listen. You can only help a patient if they're willing to take the medicine. If they're not willing to take the medicine, that's on them. Just saw a rapper that I really didn't give too much a damn about. I really didn't know. I had forgot all about the nigga, to be honest with you, from Atlanta. Rapper named Alley Boy. He passed away. Street nigga, street dude, this and that, and he was really on that street shit, really about that life. And he used to drink all that codeine and lean. The thing is in America, in the urban community, they are taught to, well, I ain't gonna say they learn to glamorize death and destruction. Anything that's not good for you, they learn how to corporatize it, glamorize it, and I'm like, dude, you are literally promoting death, not only to yourself and to people who listen to you. Because if they following your dumb ass, yeah, you making money, but the end result is the end result. Jeff Bezos had more money than all these so-called motherfuckers who's supposed to be rich in the game. And guess what? His money couldn't save him. He died a billionaire. The money couldn't save him. So, Alley Boy passed away. He died. He didn't get any gunshots or nothing like that. Anybody smoke him. He died because his kidney, they say his kidney failure for drinking lean. But he died a real nigga though. True. Yeah, he died a real nigga. So R.I.P. to the real nigga, Alley Boy. Hold on, let's see. Oh, that's private chat. I don't want to do that. Let's go here. Hold on, let me pull this up right here, y'all. Let me do this. Hearns exposes Ortiz. A-side now. Yesterday's price is not today's price. That's what Eddie the Hitman Hearn said. Boots call the shots. Those are the facts. I know some people who like to push certain narratives may not like that. The thing is whatever narrative you want to push, if that's what you want to do, we can do that over here as well. But I tell you what, you will not defeat me when it comes to pushing the narrative because I am too fucking smart. True. This is my field of expertise right here. This is my field of expertise. My background coming out of the Mosque number 47, taught by some of the best ministers and captains and regional captains, in the nation. I'm just, I've been doing that shit a long time. So this, when it comes to the subject matter, when they want to go across the ethnic narratives or whatever, right? That, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm good. I swear to God, I'm good. I'm better than I'm in the top 5. I just don't go there because it's a boxing channel, but I can't. But anyways, so I ain't gonna do no piss a bunch of people off and then shut the computer down and go smoke my weed and make some money and laugh and come back and do it all over again the next day. To this day. Hey, but listen, one thing about me, boy, once I see I got a nigga emotions, once I see I got a nigga who mad and emotionally invested, oh, that's my favorite one. I was at the gym going back and forth, I ain't had nothing to do because I was on the treadmill running and then I was running, walking. I say, shit. Oh, okay. This is my class. Once you see that, I'm like, man, this shit fun. And then they give me content. Then I get paid to do it. You wasting time. You wasting time trying to argue with me, fam. You ain't making a dime doing that. You just killing time. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into the show. Matter of fact, let me pull all this up. I will get to the super chats, my brother. I will get to the super chats. And let me see what everybody in the chat in the comment section talking about. Let me pull the comments up right there. Let's do that. Let's pull the comments up right there so I can see. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Jazz. Jazz say, I see a duck. Hey, Daniel say, like you did with the aerosexual and the LDBC. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Because what happens is, Daniel, see, this is the thing, right? What I noticed about social media, it's about the currency is not the money. The currency is the attention. So, you have a lot of people and voices out there who want to be heard, but they have no avenue of being heard on the scale. So anytime someone has a platform that thousands of people listen to, and on my channel, I have almost 18 million channel views. So, when you got 18 million channel views, and I know my analytics very, very well. I know it very well. I even got a whole, I ain't saying when we say that because I don't want to get nobody no ideas. I ain't trying to get no nigga no free game. Game is to be sold, not to be told. But I have a whole lot of shit set up that I did over the weekend. I did a lot of work this weekend. Saturday did a lot of work. I shot a video too, dropped that, but Saturday I did a lot of work. Yesterday I stayed up. I was up to about 2:00 this morning, East Coast time, just working. Went to bed, woke up. I got some things I'm creating right now. It should be ready. I want it. It should be ready I want to have it ready before the kids go back to school. Kids will be back in school, I think August the 10th, something like that. So I should have it ready before then, and it's going to be something very beautiful for the entire boxing community over here at True Media Podcast. I'm going to have something real nice for y'all. that you could be a part of, and we're gonna get a lot more exclusive stuff. We're gonna get a lot more exclusive stuff, a lot of stuff that I pilot, you know what I mean? So I'm working on that now. I was building yesterday. Working. So it is what it is. Let's get into the show. Now, we're gonna talk about Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis purse bid. We're gonna talk about the Vergil Ortiz, Jaron Boots Ennis, Eddie the Hitman Hearn, and I said what I was gonna say about Diego Pacheco. Ain't nothing to talk about with him. He ain't nobody. I mean, I like him, nice kid, but he don't move the needle. When he start moving the needle, then I pay him some attention. To this day. Anyways, Eddie Hearn reveals he got to get his people behind him so he can. Cause from what I saw, it was a good dude hit me up. He said it wasn't hard to nobody there. I'm like, how wasn't nobody there? This is a Mexican American fighting on the West Coast. From what they saying, they the draw, they selling this, they doing that. I can't motherfucking tell. Anyways, Eddie Hearn reveals how bad Jaron Ennis was treated. How bad Jaron Ennis was treated during the Vergil Ortiz fight. Fight negotiations. You know what I like about the Brits? I like the Brits accent. It's something about the British accent. I'm talking about the ones who from like Eddie Hearn, he speaks perfect English. He's an Englishman. And what I like the Brits banter, right? I like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is funny to me. You got some of I hate Eddie Hearn. Or I laugh at these dudes who be like, you hate Eddie Hearn, you hate Oscar. And I don't like Oscar, my goddamn self. I don't. But you hate Rick Glazier, you hate Terrence Crawford, you hate this guy, you hate that guy, yada 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 yada. And I'm like, I tell people who I speak to in the background, I say, fam, if you got motherfuckers that invested in you like that, you can monetize those emotions. Once you learn the art of monetizing emotions, shit. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. To this day. Free advertising and promotion. You know what I mean? Anyways, did Boots Ennis get mistreated during Vergil Ortiz fight negotiations? Question mark. Eddie the Hitman Hearn revealed how Team Ortiz treated Boots like a $2 hoe during fight negotiations last year. Eddie Hearn says, I think he said yesterday, yesterday's price is not today's price because now Boots is the A side. Now I know some people on the other side have a problem with that, but hey man, that's just reality of the situation. If you don't like it, speed on before you get peed on. Just go do what you've been doing. Say whatever you want to say. Go do what you've been doing. Because if this guy is such a non-factor, you wouldn't be talking about him. But apparently he's a factor because he's doing shit that you ain't never done. And the gig is up. Motherfuckers see what it is. Literally. You can hire as many bots as you want or whatever you got going on. But the reality of the situation is, as the good white man, the good white folks, because I love it. So I like Eddie Hearn. I like Eddie Hearn's banter. I like that. And what I like about Eddie Hearn don't take nothing personal. You notice when you never see Eddie getting out of character in front of the camera. Hear somebody say some shit and that shit'll roll off him like a duck. You know how water roll off a duck's back? That shit roll off him like a duck. And Eddie be sit there and just laugh, and then he'll sit there and do an entire interview and he'll address whatever. Then he'll move on like, Eddie don't take this shit personal. You take it personal. So that's what I like about Eddie. Oscar don't really take that personal because he coked up. Nice fishnets. I like his fishnets. You know what I mean? I mean, he do got some nice fishnets. I give him that. The heels look good too. I like the heels too. Anyways, shout out to Oscar De La Coca. Eddie Hearn says yesterday's price is not today's price because now Boots is the A side. If Vergil wants to fight Boots in 2026, he is going to have to concede to Jaron Ennis's demands or get left behind. It's just as simple as that. It really ain't nothing more to say. You got to concede. Just like Boots had to concede to your demands. I don't know why the fuck you had to concede to your demands. You ain't did shit. However, if he had to concede to your demands, guess what? You got to concede to his. Whatever privilege you thought you had is gone. If you don't concede, go back to fighting them kids you've been fighting. To this day. Fuck them, you know what I mean? You don't care nothing about being a champion. I think that's obvious. You've been a pro for 10 years. You've never challenged anyone for a title. You got PapaJohn.com belts, whole head cheese belts. You are the undisputed interim champion of the world. Those are the facts. Hey man, it is what it is, man. So it's a new day. As I said before, if Vergil Ortiz wants Boots in 2026, he is going to have to concede to Jaron Boots Ennis' demands. And whatever money, because Eddie said that Vergil was getting the lion's share of the money. Well, guess what? He won't be getting the lion's share of the money if he fight Boots this time. If he fight Boots, if he, when they go back to negotiations, that shit gonna flip. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you.
True.
Hey, that what motherfucker was saying. That what motherfucker was saying when Errol Spence and like that, because you had the Spence fans versus the Bud fans, the Crawford fans, and they was going at it. And the Spence fans, listen, bro, these dudes became managers. They became promoters. They became matchmakers. They became entertainment lawyers. They were talking about contracts. I'm like, dudes who did not have a job, who did not know how to fill out an application, was talking about money, them peanut, them two, he really ain't worth that. Like a dude, I swear to God. That was this old crusty nigga. Has a YouTube channel out of Chicago. Old crusty, choking on a cigarette. And there's another old crusty nigga who's supposed to be an attorney. I call him Fagnon. And they're followers. They used to be having 24-hour live shows talking about who worth what, who doing bad business. It take anything he give you because it's gonna be more than what you receive. Like literally, like, bro, I'm like, fam, with those talking points, there's no wonder why you an old broke nigga waiting on Social Security check. Broke back mountain ass niggas, right? Dudes who never had a job before, who living with their mama. Because they listen to the old crescent nigga in Chicago and listen to Fagnon and other niggas. They became, they knew about the business of boxing, listening to some motherfuckers who dumber than them. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. Fam, you don't even know how to negotiate, how to get a 75-cent raise on your job. But you're going to tell a 8-figure nigga, a guy who has grossed 9 figures throughout his career. You're going to tell a dude who earned a 9-figure nigga, who grossed 9 figures throughout his career, 100 mil. You're going to tell him how he should negotiate while you struggling at your mom's or baby mama house, or you with your girl or wife or whatever. You have not succeeded at all in your life. You don't even have a career. If I ask these same fools, okay, you say, yeah, his career, he ain't did this, he ain't did that. If I turn around and say, what have you accomplished in your career? It'll be radio silence. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand how dumb these niggas is? Now you understand why I talk the way I talk. One, I do it because I can. And two, they dumb. And three, I make money off of it.
True.
Anyways. If Vergil, as I said before, if you want to fight Boots, is going to have to concede to the A side, Jaron Ennis, demands or get left behind. Let's listen to what Eddie Hearn has to say about the terms Boots was willing to fight under. Pretty much willing to fight under in order to make that fight or whatever, right? And then we know what happened after that. I mean, for me, it's the timing of everything. I like everybody try to overlook this one thing, and we're not gonna overlook nothing. Everything was cool with Vergil and Oscar De La Hoya and Rick Merigian and all that. They was making love. There's pictures of them kissing each other, playing with each other. Everything was cool. And then when the boy from Philly put boots on the ground in Grand Prairie, Texas, stepped in the ring, all of a sudden, they ain't cool no more. I want to sue you. We can get more money for the fight over here. We can get more money for the fight over there. But fam, you are under contract with Oscar De La Coca. Oscar is the boss. You're under him. You have a signed contract. You had an agreement with that man. It don't matter what you can get over here and over there. The fact of the matter is your fighter is signed to that promoter. And whatever the terms of that contract that fighter signed, that's what the fuck he gonna get paid. Period. That's how that works. You can't get on the job, agree to make a certain amount of money on the job, and then you say, okay, you know what? You're going to get paid to do what you always done on that job, and that's fight. This fight ain't no different from another fight. But you say, oh man, you know, this is a bigger fight, bigger money fight, this and that, yada, 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 yada. Like, I don't understand y'all. Like, it don't make no sense to me because in one breath, you say that these dudes don't sell. Take what we give you. You need us, we don't need you. But then when it's time to fight them, you want astronomical amounts of money to fight them now. A dude who you said you'll knock out, you'll do A, B, C, and D to. But you didn't ask for astronomical amounts of money when you fought Erickson Lubin. You was cool with the $3 million when you fought Erickson Lubin. You was cool with the $3 million when you fought Mighty Mo Hooker. Of course, you made a little more fighting on the ring card, Turk out of sheet when you fought Boychuk. The same Boychuk who dropped you multiple times. You chinny. We know that. We saw that. You made a little change on that. Turk out of sheet always overpay. So I'm like, damn, what's so special? Why you want all this astronomical amounts of money from this to fight this dude? He ain't no draw, right? You the draw, right? Oh, you're not the draw.
True.
See, one thing about me, I'ma always point out the double standards and the hypocrisies. I've been doing that shit since I've been on this channel. I'ma always point out the double standards and the hypocrisies. And I'ma poke holes in that shit. I don't care nothing about the corporate media. I don't get paid from I don't get paid from no promoter, no promotional company. If I did, I'll tell you. Yeah, they paying me a good bag right now, dog. So, you know, it is what it is. They paying me a good bag. So I can talk freely the way I talk. Because, I ain't got to pander to no fan bases. And I ain't got to pander to no promotional companies. I'm good. Being independent is not as bad as people think it is.
True.
And I got good relationships with people as well. That's why people fuck with me because they like, man, I don't agree with everything you say, but I fuck with you because you are consistent. You treat everybody the same motherfucking way. As I say, the blacks don't like me. The Mexicans don't like me. The Mexican Americans don't like me. The whites don't like me. Guess what? I'm doing good.
To this day.
But they hate watch us every day. You did? Let's get into the show. So now, I'm looking at, I see that Debo Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, I told y'all Monday the 20th, I can pull up my old show. I remember we looked at when was the mandate ordered? It was ordered June 30th. And I said, okay, if we count from the 30th, I say on the 20th of July, that would be the deadline for them to come to an agreement. I say if they don't come to an agreement, two things are going to happen. Either they ask for an extension, and they didn't ask for an extension on this to negotiate a deal. That's what I noticed. I said, it's going to go to purse bid. And from the people who I spoke to that are not Bill Haney, people who are involved in these things, I say that Haney's got two deals on the table. They are in the perfect position. You got the money from Zuffa, and you have DAZN, because DAZN is going to be the one to it's going to be the one to finance the fight. So I say they're in a good position, literally. So the people who I spoke to told me, he said, man, one thing, I said, Bill, I said, boy, they're going to keep everything close to the vest and they're going to wait to the last minute. I don't know what they're going to do. And these are the people who are involved in, so I don't know, they keeping everything close to the vest. The Haneys ain't in no hurry because they know time is on their side. Gonna make some content about it. Make some money off the content. You get what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do that. So we'll find out exactly, how it is, what it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We'll find out how that's gonna turn out. There's really nothing concrete, you know what I mean? Like, because as I said before, none of us see these contracts. None of us do. Nor should we. We ain't nobody in the grand scheme of things. We're nobody in the grand scheme of things. That's just the truth. So we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out, what they're able to do and all that stuff there. And then we also going to see what's going on with Boots. What's going to be Boots' next move, since he is the topic. He's the hottest name. Matter of fact, the crazy part about it, two of the hottest names in American boxing right now are the fighters who the narrative says, oh, they ain't no draw. They can't sell. They need us. Well, if that's the case, how come ain't nobody talking about you? Ain't nobody talking about you. Just the food for thought.
True.
Food for thought. Because what you're saying, what it is two different motherfucking things. One motherfucker went in the witness protection program, faked the beef with his promoter, went lawsuits and everything. They had court and everything. And both of them knew what it was. And then the other motherfucker is I ain't even talking about this motherfucker because I was thinking about the Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben. I was like, man, I didn't even know they had a press conference. I saw highlights. I'm like, they had a press conference? I'm like, that's how so uninterested I am in that shit. Because Another thing I noticed too, I noticed that, you know, Adrian Broner, ever since Adrian Broner started streaming, I saw a video of AB, and we did a show on that. AB going off on Ryan Garcia going off on AB. But next thing you know, because they out there in LA, next thing you know, Ryan Garcia pulls up on where AB was at. the stream with him. He got his stream team over there with him. I said, oh, because, you know, Ryan Garcia, I call him the selfie king. You know, I call him the, you know, I don't really think much of him as a boxer. He's talented, but, he a one-trick pony. You know, left hook, that's it. But he's more, I know more about him from his social media antics, right? He's a social media influencer. I look at him as even though he's a boxer, but he's more a boxer turned influencer / boxer. It ain't like it was with Jake Paul was an influencer turned boxer, still an influencer, but you get what I'm saying? So he's more in that influencing lane. However, and they look at him as marketable because he has the look. He has the looks. He has, you know what I mean? He has the look. So he's, you know, he's not an AB though. AB was a marketing machine, bro. Like when he was boxing, and you can see it right now, even on the streams. Now, I'm not with the gay shit they be doing. All that hunching each other, feeling on each other's ass and kissing each other in the mouth. I'm like, you know. And I'm not saying they doing that for the camera. I think they probably just really doing that. They feeling each other like that. Cause I don't put stock in these fighters like that. Like, don't nothing surprise me from what I never say what a motherfucker won't do. Cause you never know. I believe what you showing me. If that's what you doing on camera, cause real men don't play like that. Y'all feel too comfortable doing that to each other on camera. Real men don't play like that. Not no real men. Motherfucker, y'all doing that shit for real.
True.
But however, we ain't got nobody in boxing right now. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie, we ain't got nobody in boxing right now that can really galvanize, that can really sell it like that. You know what I mean? Like AB was able to sell it. AB had people from all walks of life. He definitely had the hood. The hood loved AB. You see what I'm saying? And they used to show up to his fights. One thing you cannot take away from Broner, no matter how much shit he do that I don't like, I say, you know what, fam? That motherfucker is authentic. His authenticity is real. If you don't respect nothing else, you respect he authentic. He act the same way in front of no matter which group of people he is in front of. No matter which group of people he is in front of, no matter what their status is in society, he act the same way. He act like the same old Cincinnati, Ohio nigga. That he embraces that. He embraces the niggerdom. He can be in front of the president. He can be in front of the king or prince or whatever. He gonna act the same niggerish ways. That's what he gonna do. I mean, that's the truth. So I said, you know what? That motherfucker authentic. Ain't nothing fake about him. That's who he is. And he embraces it. Now, let's get into the show. Now, before we do, I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man. You know, I like, you know, AB, man. AB hilarious, man. Matter of fact, hold on. That light too bright. Let me turn some of these lights down. Let me turn this light down. All right, I'll turn that light bright down a little bit. Now, hold on, y'all, hold on. No. All right. Hold on, turn that back up. All right, cool. We cool. I had to get the lighting a little bit right. I guess it's kind of cool right now. I'm anxious. You know, everybody is watching. It's two people, everybody watching. They looking at, well, three people. They looking at AB. But nah, in boxing, they looking at, of course, Boots just beat Xander Zayas. But who he gonna fight next? More than likely the Josh Kelly fight. And I think that's the right move. Fight Josh Kelly, you know, especially if you're trying to become undisputed. You know, if you want to become undisputed, then you have to, like, you got to do that shit. Because that's a part of my boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is level of competition. How many top 10 fighters did you fight? So the level of competition, you can say, well, he fought Pacheco. He fought Xander Zayas. Part of the best name he's fought on his resume so far. And Xander Zayas was the champion. He was in the top 10. So that checks that box. That checks two boxes at one time. Then if he fights Josh Kelly, that checks that box again. Level of competition, top 10 fighters, because that was another champion. So that checked two of the boxes that's on my boxing criteria. See, this is how I judge whether I'm a like a fighter or not. Once I like his style, like his personality and all that stuff there, or whether I don't like his style or personality, I try not to get involved in that. I'm looking at the boxing criteria. I don't care if you're a black fighter, white fighter, whatever your race or nationality is, I care nothing about that. Your race and nationality is a non-factor when it comes to the boxing criteria. Do you fall in line with the boxing criteria? Yes or no? It's that simple. If you stayed in the weight division for a long time, did you dominate the weight division? There's no one that's dominating the weight division at 154 pounds. I can't look at one fighter and say he dominated the weight division because everybody in 154 ain't fighting each other. One dude is defending intern titles against motherfuckers. He got a gift decision against a motherfucker who dropped him twice. So he's shitty. We know that. And he's being crowned, he the best at 154, but he ain't fought none of the top guys. Oh, he just the best because you say he the best. Don't work that way. Another guy, his resume ain't all that, but he unified a division in the welterweight division. One was an email belt he picked up, and another one, he beat another email champ in Stanionis. Stanionis ain't nothing to me. Flat-footed. I think he's from Ukraine. I don't know where the fuck he's from. He's just a flat-footed dude, just come forward, pressure fighter, no head movement, no defense, tailor-made for that boy from Philly. I know he was looking at y'all. Oh man, this Lord have mercy. This how the motherfucker gonna fight me? That's how he fight. Remember, styles make fights, and boxing is about matchmaking. A matchmaker, if you listen, check this out. You can if you know what you're doing, matchmakers is the key. Matchmaker is the key in boxing. The matchmaker is the most important person in the sport of boxing. What do I mean by that? If you got a good promoter who know how to sell, and you got a guy who you can fool a lot of smoke and mirrors around, right? If it's a lot of smoke and mirrors around and stuff like that, but you match him up real good and he got some kind of popularity about himself, and then you can, pay for the media, because all of this is let me let y'all know how this works. See, when a record company has a marketing budget, the marketing budget includes, okay, we got to get people to know who you are, let people open up your personality or whatever, and we're going to send you on a press run. We're going to book you with the Breakfast Club. We're going to book you with Club Shay Shay. This is why you see your fighters like Shakur and Devin and this and that and Books and Spence and other fighters. You'll see them going out to the media because they're going on the press run. And the reason why I'm talking about the music industry, because I want to give you something to relate it to. Got to go on the press run. Go over here. Spread the word about your upcoming fight. Let them know who you is. Go over there, spread the word. Go to Shay Shay. Go here, go there, go everywhere, right? And then then your press run also covers, YouTube channels, but if they don't want to do it, they'll only do the corporate. They'll do the fight hypes, they'll do those guys, right? And then what's a part of your marketing budget to get you out there? The promoter may get some YouTube channels that they may, because you got YouTube channels. A lot of these guys are fans of certain fighters. So they really, so their whole agenda is to talk good about my fighter, make them look good. And anybody who hating on my fighter, I'm going to defend them. Or I'm going to go out on my shield and defend them and all that stuff there, right? So that's their whole thing. So the boxing promoters and stuff, what's a part of the marketing budget, we going to pay these other guys. Now, a lot of these channels ain't getting paid no money. I know a lot of y'all think, oh, man, they got them on the payroll. No, they ain't paying them a goddamn thing. They ain't paying these niggas a dime. Only one I know getting paid is probably Showbiz the Adult because he got a job over there on the side of the fence now. He got I think he got a agent or some shit like that. So, you get an agent and stuff, you can do all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, and then he got the numbers and the analytics. You get what I'm saying? He the one that's getting paid like that. And then what the outside of him, what those other channels do, they get access to the fighter and the public. So they're willing, you ain't got they ain't paying you, but we gonna get you access to get the interview. And it helps the content creator because he get the interview, he put it on his channel, it do numbers, and he makes so much money from AdSense revenue. I think YouTube takes 45%. So whatever ad revenue your video generates, or whatever money that generates, YouTube gets 45% of that, and the content creator gets 55%. And so the content creator is willing to fall in line with certain promotional companies because even though they're not getting paid no money, but they're getting access to the fighter. And by them getting access to the fighter and interviewing them, that legitimizes them. People on the outside be like, yeah, but I saw you do the interview with such and such. Oh man, you really the big dog and this and yada yada. You get what I'm saying? That's the game. That's why I don't get caught up in what some motherfuckers in the comment section got to say, who fanned out over their favorite fighter. They don't know the game, fam. You ain't even inside the club. You hating outside the club. You can't even get in. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You loud and wrong. That's the shit that's so funny. So I'm telling y'all what your favorite YouTube channels ain't gonna tell you, how this game go. And I always tell y'all, you get it over here from me, because ain't nobody else doing it. Maybe one or two channels. Maybe CJ Goodfella, Jim's, Ring IQ, and probably Bruce Vane or something like that. Few of those guys, but but I'm talking about your popular ones. The ones who popular, been around, the big stuff like that. No, they ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna give you that game. That's what it is. Like, these dudes ain't getting paid no checks. Only one, as I said, only one I know getting a check is Showbiz. That's it. These dudes want the access. The access is the payment. Getting the press credentials, that's the payment. Which is good. Getting the press credentials is good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. For me, the only company that give me press credentials is Top Rank. And I don't have to hold that water to get it. Top Rank fuck with me. And I even criticize some of their fighters. And I mimic Bob Arum all the time on the show. They love it. PBC don't fuck with me. Golden Boy, damn so don't fuck with me. Oh, Lord. Boy, I'm talking about, them motherfuckers over there. Golden Boy, no, I'm not their cup of tea. Matchroom, nah. I mean, yeah, I would say that Matchroom really don't. No, they ain't no. Cause what happens is how these companies work. They got they favorites who they fuck with. I'm on nobody's favorite list. I can promise you that. I am the nigga that they love to hate, and I love it.
True.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way. I, wear that shit with pride. 'Cause I know what I'm talking about. 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 You get what I'm saying? Anyway, so we gonna see exactly what's going on, how that work out. You know, as I said before, you know, as Floyd Mayweather would say, like I said before, you know, we gonna see what it do. Shout out to Sean from the Heights.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that. Damn, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, here you go mine. He said, here go mine in case you pass the plate for the purse bid. He said, in case you pass the plate for the purse bid. Hey, Sean, hey, Sean from the Heights, you know what we need to do, fam? We got to bid on the fight. Because what we got to do, we want to bid on the fight. But see, Devin Haney ain't going to fight for the low. Devin Haney ain't going to fight for the low. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna read all that, Sean. I promise you, I'm gonna read all that. I'm gonna read all that, fam. We finna break all this stuff down. We are not playing today. You did?
You got chain for fire?
Huh?
You got some chain for fire? You got chain for fire?
Got it.
Chain me on.
All right.
Man, get my fire on.
All right, bro.
Man, get my fire on, man. Get my fire! Get my fire! I'm kill you, bitch. Get my motherfucking fire out, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Get my fire out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired on. I'm gonna tell you got it fired on.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dr. Boxing, man, on X. Salute to you, brother. Shout out to Dr. Boxing on X. Yeah, man, it is what it is. We finna get ready to get into the show, man. Listen, man. Hey, man, say, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. We Poe Pippin and shoulder leaning on a Saturday morning.
Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
Dr. Umar, when the school gonna open, fam? God damn, dog. You been talking about this school since 2011. Niggas, 15 years done went by. Dudes grown, they got grandkids now. You know, the kids who wanted to go to the school, the people who wanted to go to the school, they the people who wanted to go to the school, they can't go. Hold on, y'all. We got a guess. Hold on. Dollar Bill, what's going on, fam? I didn't know you was calling.
You know what it is, man.
Hold on, man. Let me tap you in. Let me tap you in so the people can hear you. Tap in so the people can hear you. Y'all know, man. We got. Dang, bro. This ain't even. Hold on. Let me turn right here. Where we at? Okay, there we go. Hey, man. Say, man. What's going on, man? Bill. Hold on. Can you hear me? Bill, what's going on? Bill, hold on.
Yeah. Hey.
Bill, you don't sound good. You sound muffled. You on the
Man,
Bluetooth?
listen, ain't nothing muffled. It's you know, it's the square footage. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You hear the echo because it's the square footage. And Debo got me right.
Hey, boy, Bill, let me tell you something, man. This is a surprise call. But look here, man. Hey, man, say, man, boy, I'm hearing crazy astronomical numbers over there, man. Tell Debo to let a nigga hold something, man. I hear this man finna have to go to the hospital for assault and battery for being assaulted with a bag full of money. Is that true?
Man, listen, man, we are blessed. Hold on, let me go over here to the closet. Because I'm going to get in the closet to make sure that you can hear me a little better. Is this any better?
This man said, "Let me go to the closet."
I got different rooms with the microphone. So
it sounds.
I'm in the closet if you want to hear it.
Well, it sounds. I see that. I hear the echo, man. Like what? Like goddamn, what you want a 15,000 square foot? Where you at?
Okay, listen. If I go outside now, you can hear me outside better.
I can hear you a lot better. I can hear you a lot better.
Okay. So listen, shout out to that True Media podcast, man. You know what I mean? And everything that you do, Coach. You know, we told them, and we got them all together in one room, and we gonna get them. And they got to watch the little brother. You got to watch Norfolk's own. He got to take it, and he gonna get it. Because guess what, Coach?
What's that?
They didn't know, and this is what they missed when they seen Craig. Craig went to Craig's house looking for Debo. He didn't go looking for Debo. You know what I'm saying? Why would you go to Craig's house? I'm going to Craig's house and start screaming Debo's name. You know, knowing that Debo live in all this kind of shit. You know, in his places. You know, and listen, shout out to the WBO for doing such a wonderful job and finally forcing somebody on the hit list in the ring. Now, hopefully that they're going to oblige like they did, because guess what? You remember, my dear brother, he started all this shit, right? So whatever the rules are of engagement, that's what he went over there and asked for his client. You see what I mean?
Come on, Jay Prince.
Yes, sir.
Mark, shout out to Mark. Shout out to Mark Ties. Shout out to the OG. Shout out to Mark Ties.
Yeah. Shout out to every last one of them, and you know, huddling up and coming up with a good plan such as this that you know, we needed bad as a motherfucker, you know, because it's the fight that's on the list, not just any fighter. Mm-hmm. That's why we so happy about the shit, you know.
Hey, so
what I tried to do was, you know, because we were in negotiation with Shakur, with Jay Prince, and they weren't public about it, but, you know, I was able to, you know, somehow, you know, share with the people that were excited to see that fight that we were making it happen, right? Mm-hmm. And at least doing our best, right? So we had decided, he had decided that it was going to be at 147 pounds. We was with it. We said yes. He said yes. He came back publicly and said, including Jay, that it would be, that they wanted to do it at 144.
Okay.
You know, contrary to what I believe, we had a great outing at 147 against Brian Norman. I didn't think that that's what we should be doing. Debo says he wants to go down to 144 and do it. Shakur said numerous times he was going to sign it. He never did. What I came out and initially said then was, I said, without all the small talk, Jay manages both of you guys. In a perfect world, how do we agree that we go back to back? Everybody said that I was crazy. I said, okay, all right, and listen, and that team or that side brought no clarity to the situation. I said, well, you know, there's some effort being put into this chaos, mm-hmm. right? So the WBO, obviously, we've experienced a whole lot of campaigns from boxing in general, you know, so we're not used to a campaign that Craig walking out and not wanting to do the fight. So what we're hoping is that nothing changes. I know that Keyshawn promised me on numerous times that that's what he wanted to do. I know with this situation, it was different, a little different, because he came out on social media and said that he was surprised that Jay had petitioned for him to be in that position. Nevertheless, I think it's a great, great, great fight for boxing, but not just boxing, for the culture, especially two young guys, you know, in their prime.
Which guys?
Pulling up on their prime.
Okay, Bill, listen. So you got a purse bid going on right now, according to what's being reported on Twitter. So you guys were not able to come to an agreement within the allocated time, so now it's going to a purse bid. What is it? What does Debo expect? What is he looking for to come out of that purse bid from a financial?
Well, I mean,
not saying
I mean,
money,
I
but
think well, I don't think money. I don't think money at this point in time, right? If we still say that we're not dropping the belt, and I think that you've seen what the minimum was, right?
yeah, I saw the minimum 25%. So what you said, people said you was lying about
No,
that.
no. I think I said that. No, not the minimum. I said that I think the minimum bid on the fight was $200,000.
Yeah, 200,000. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I know y'all ain't fighting for now. Well, wait a minute. So he gonna get 25% of that. That is? That's 50%. No, that's 50,000. I think that's 50,000.
No, listen. Hey, listen. The only thing that I'm saying is these rules of engagement have happened based on that team and what they doing.
What
you
they
know
doing?
What I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody said that we weren't gonna do this and we weren't gonna do that. Well, now, you know what I'm saying? I thought we was boxed in. Where's the double barrels and all the other shit like that? Mm-hmm. I said, well, listen, we back out, man. We with it. Huh?
Yeah, so, he said he had y'all boxed in. Now, let me ask you this, because it appeared, I didn't look at it this way until like last week. I said, you know what? Zuffa, put it this way. When you first came out, you was the one that let everybody know about Zuffa, and they wanted to make a fight with Debo Dev and Shakur Stevenson. No one said anything about Shakur with Zuffa. Shakur didn't say anything about it. Y'all was the ones that did that, right? Everybody said you was crazy, A, B, C, and D. You did not get this far in the game listening to what other people say. I think that's obvious, right? Then next thing you know, Shakur has signed to Zuffa Boxing. So, he just signed to him. They gave him a whole lot of money. And they signed before you guys signed. Now, according to what Shakur Stevenson said out of his mouth, he admitted on an Ariel Hawani show, he said that he didn't sign anything to fight you. To fight Devin Haney. He just said, I agree to fight him verbally. My whole thing was, well, you can't drop your belt based on what he said out of his own word because he flip-flopping too much. And so my thing was, you don't want to drop your leverage. But then I thought about it. It's something I said on the show last week. I said one thing about Bill Haney. I say, Bill, the Haneys know how to fall. They like a cat. He gonna fall on his feet. Bill is not no fool. Contrary to popular belief. You know what the fuck you doing. Eddie Hearn always talk about how brilliant you are. I've heard Bob Arum say, I heard quite a few people in the business say, nah, that motherfucker know what he doing. Contrary to the people, the bots or whatever online. But you was trying to get Keyshawn Davis a big payday. It appeared over there if y'all was able to get the 2-for-1. Not saying that you would have beat Keyshawn, because Keyshawn is skilled enough to beat Devin Haney. But it appeared that he didn't look at it that way. Or why is that?
Well, I mean, it was to my belief and understanding that two guys on the pound for pound list, and being two of the biggest free agents in boxing, meaning they can go directions that change the landscape of companies, networks, and ultimately the sport. Mm-hmm. Devin has been doing that. He's been making the moves to keep, trailblazing, bushwhacking, and pioneering, right? So ultimately, a lot of what our thought and direction would go into, had a lot to do with that, legacy and money, and then it's, or money and legacy.
Dev ain't, but
of course, Devin is the last to announce, but that doesn't mean that he was the last to commit. Mm-hmm. I mean, what he's been committed to doing has consistently paid off. In terms of titles, in terms of presence, and for him, we're talking about generational numbers. Generational wealth mm-hmm. Numbers for our family. So, so I think that we've been ahead of the curve because we're answering to the people, and people laugh like, "What people are you talking about?" I'm talking about, the people that want to see the fight, right? Because that's what drives the people to pay, right? The people to pay then put up the money, the guaranteed money, and then sell the fight to the people that ultimately pay for it, right? Is the fans. But no matter what you pay for the fight, if the fans aren't going to buy it, and the fans don't want to see it, then it's not a fight that Devin can be involved in at this level.
So you have two options. From what I'm hearing, I didn't hear this from you. I heard this from people from the Zone, and I heard this from people from the Keyshawn Davis' side, his promotional company. Top Rank. You got two offers on the table. You got the one from Zuffa, and you have the one from the Zone. From what I'm hearing that the one from Zuffa is more money, of course, than the Zone. But I'm also hearing that if you guys were to go on the deal to fight Keyshawn, I'm hearing that Devin Haney is going to be dealing directly with the Zone. Is that true?
At this stage, that's the only people that he's going to deal directly with is the network. Basically you want to be distributed through the network. That's the ultimate goal, right? But then you have an opportunity with a shitload of money, right? But then it's a different sacrifice, so he's going to decide the direction that he's going to go. But either way, I believe that, he's in good hands ultimately with his decision.
I know based on recent history, I heard that you are a shrewd negotiator. I heard this from people from Top Rank. They told me, man, to build a shrewd negotiator. And you never have Devin Haney pinned down. We know what he had to go through with Top Rank in order to become undisputed. And ever since then, I noticed that you never have yourself pinned down. You always have a way out. My thing is, whether your options with Zuffa and your options with DAZN, can you elaborate whether that's going to be a multi-fight offer? Of course, Zuffa going to be for Shakur and DAZN for Keyshawn. Would that be a multi-fight offer, or is this one fight for either guy?
No, I mean, I think the list is real, and it's about delivering the fights, right? But more importantly, it's Keyshawn Davis right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's and he's on the list. So I can't look past once I got the guy, and then we got the guy that's on the list as well. Yeah. Now it's about making this fight happen.
So, I heard Jay Prince say that you got the double barrel shotgun pointed at such and such. There's this rumor or narrative. I don't know who put it out there that, because even some people in my chat feel, oh man, Devin Haney don't want to fight Keyshawn. I mean, apparently Keyshawn is a boogeyman and Devin is terrified of him, right? So, but from what we're seeing, you still in negotiations to fight this guy. How come Devin Haney's actions are not lining up with the narrative that's being pushed by those who push the narrative? Because I'm hearing that Devin Haney is terrified. According to what Shakur Stevenson said, he'd rather lose to me than lose to Keyshawn. So I'm hearing he gonna drop the belt and he want, you know what I mean? That's what Shakur said. But what's going on with that? Why y'all not afraid of the boogeyman Keyshawn Davis from what Shakur saying?
Devin ain't afraid of nobody in or around his division, right? And ultimately not afraid of anyone, period, but Allah. So that's the thing is that he has both. He's managed by both fighters are managed by the same guy.
Thanks.
So you're able to get a situation done. I think that I've been doing it long enough. He has been doing it long enough, but it's Shakur Stevenson that didn't want to make the thing happen. Ultimately, I mean, he's shown and he's come out and said who he is and what he can do and all those things. And it was cool that, my friend, he sent something else over there to us to chew on until maybe Shakur gains a little bit of weight and strength and courage to come back around.
That purse bid. Can you tell us we're hearing that is from what was put out there on Twitter. We're hearing that you guys have 7 days. You got to start the purse bid. Tell us the rules of engagement as it relates to the purse bid. Educate us on that.
Well, I mean, first the minimum, right? And I think that with 200,000, I think Devin paid, gives his baby mama more than that a year, so she might have the 200,000, right? I mean, at the minimum, right? So when you talk about what we can do as a company with DHP, what Top Rank can do, and so on and so forth, right? And I say that as a joke because I said there's no way this fight is not happening. So the rules of engagement have been initiated by Jay Prince and Keyshawn Davis as challengers to WBO 147-pound title, and we've been looking for them more than they could imagine.
All right, so let's see, sound like y'all finna fight Keyshawn. So my thing is this: who is allowed? I don't know if you can share that with us. Who is allowed to bid on this fight?
Well, I mean, I'm saying this: anybody that wants to go through the rules to bid on the fight. You know what I'm saying? There's rules and everything. I mean, and I think those are questions that Jay Prince and Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson might be more concerned about, right? Because that's what they did. They said that's what they wanted to be. So I shouldn't be answering any questions other than, okay, let's fight.
I understand exactly what you're saying because I get it, because Jay Prince is the one that had Keyshawn. Keyshawn was the number one guy to fight for Shakur's title in the WBO. I don't know if you know that. He was the number one guy to fight Teofimo Lopez. However, Shakur jumped up, took that Teo fight from Keyshawn. And Keyshawn has been a good soldier, being loyal to, Shakur, and he even signed with Shakur's promoter, Jay Prince. Shout out to him.
It was, but what was a little bit disturbing or different is that while negotiating with the Shakur, he sent Keyshawn, and then Keyshawn went over and went on the tour. So while he's touring, right, I'm doing the best I can to stay focused on the fight that everybody want to see as well. They want to see, him and Shakur. If not, and I said, well, let me be transparent to the people and tell them that they want to see them both, and let's go back to back. If, well, no, you guys aren't going to fight each other, but give us an opportunity. We can tell the people we're going to go back to back, get them excited, and let's show them what we're really doing in this boxing thing, right? Instead of all this other, pump faking and all this other, talking and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Even the big homie that told me about that lip wrestling, sound like some goddamn lip wrestling, man. Shit, you got both of the guys, and we could have been got to this business, you know what I'm saying? And still have something for the people to be talking about, because when they come out and talking about, well, it's only this and it's only that, man, you started it. We said, okay, cool.
Yeah. No. I get exactly what you're saying. They can't complain about, wait a minute, now they're going through the purse bid aspect of this negotiations. This is what you asked for. You was negotiating. So basically what you're saying is this. Let me let me know if I'm right or wrong. You was in negotiations to fight Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Shakur. Jay Prince manages both guys. He manages Keyshawn Davis and Shakur. So it's not like you dealing with two different guys. You're dealing with the same person.
Right.
So while you was negotiating in good faith to fight Shakur,
he's on the campaign. Keyshawn is on the campaign like we won't fight him.
Yeah. So he went through the back door and say, no, I'm going to pull a Machiavelli and I'm going to go ahead and put Keyshawn out there. So I take it as though maybe he was, and I'm listening, and especially listening to what Shakur been saying, I take it as though maybe he was trying to protect Shakur. Shakur, you know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. Because I didn't know that if you negotiating with one guy and this understood what was going on between those guys, but then he pulled a Machiavelli with Keyshawn. Now that same crew is saying that, oh yeah, man, he really don't want to fight Keyshawn. He rather lose to me. That's what Shakur said. I'm only taking what he said.
No. Okay. Yeah,
No.
but to even ask, no, but just let me expound on what you're saying is
Okay.
that Keyshawn is already on the Debo hit list, but he has accelerated and sped himself up the list past everybody based on what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, that's cool. You're perfect, right? Because you're on the list. Now, the while before that, we were in negotiations with Shakur Stevenson. Now, right? And but everyone wanted that fight. Everybody wanted that fight. So I'm going with the fight that everybody wanted as well. And I do like the Keyshawn fight. Fight. But while me negotiating with the fight that the people wanted, Jay sent Keyshawn to become the mandatory challenger, right, for Devin's belt. And then they said, well, we're going to drop the belt. No, we're going to drop our nuts like we've been doing in this boxing shit. We're not dropping shit. So now what's next? I don't want to hear nothing about what, because I don't know no motherfucking rules either. You the one that said it. He the one that said it. So him and them people need to come up and tell us what's happening next. Because we talking about being in the arena, performing what we've been working on with Devin seems like his whole life.
I do want to see Devin back in the ring, man. It's been 8 months since he's been in the ring, man. It's like the 8 months seem like a long time, and so much stuff is going about. Hopefully we can get Devin Haney. Well, ain't no hopefully. I'm pretty sure we're going to get him back in the ring.
Yeah, it's a great fight. It's a great fight, and today is a great day for it to get mandated. You know, shout out to the WBO, and what they've done is
somebody got to see to get off the pot.
Made somebody get in the ring with Debo. You see what I'm saying? Right? Because I done told you, there's been times me and him, they could have hit me in the motherfucking DM and we could have worked the shit out like we've been trying to work it out. You know? So it's a great fight, a great opportunity. Let's just see in 24, 48 hours to what the next big announcement is.
Hold on. Before you go, I gotta ask you this here. Now that Jay Prince has went ahead and tried to, he got the purse bid and he would have Keyshawn move up from junior welterweight, number one to welterweight, number one fight, getting ready to fight Devin Haney. And now that he did that, isn't it his job to make sure his fighter get paid the most money possible? Am I correct in that?
Hey, listen, I don't think when he was driving to go do what he was going to go do, he didn't have it all the way down. So you're gonna have to ask him.
Well, he's not gonna come over. He's not gonna come over here. But
listen, this is the place. Listen, in these streets, in this YouTube boxing community is where we made our bones at, man. Thank you, man, for letting me come on here and show share my energy and passion about what the WBO has just done in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And listen, so what we need to do is no different than anything else is find out when everybody else is mandatory is, and let's see if they're going to be handling their business like Devin.
Yes, sir. All right, Bill, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Peace.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise right there. That was a pleasant surprise because we're not even talking about Devin today. Well, we're talking about him, but he's not in the title. So, okay, so for me, that added some clarity. According to Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney is afraid of Keyshawn and he'd rather lose. I heard Devin Haney, I heard Shakur say something on Twitter that Keyshawn is like his cheat code. Hey, Jamie. Oh, what? Jamie, I know you in the chat. I'm going to play that video for you. I know what you going to say. You and Coach Eddie, because y'all old school. You, Coach Eddie and Mason, y'all old school. I'm going to play the video because he said Keyshawn is like my cheat code. He's a cheat code. Like, man, like me fighting me, when I spar him, like he like my cheat code. So he let it, I never fighting him. That's my brother. I love him and all this shit there. And all, he like my cheat code and he know all my strengths and weaknesses. And that's what he's basically saying. Cheat code is he know how to beat me. So that confirms what Shakur Stevenson critics have been saying. You want to be brothers and friends with everybody who you think that can beat you. So my thing is, since Jay Prince, shout out to Jay Prince. Jay, I know you'll never come over here, but I'm going to say this. Since you were the one, Jay Prince, Houston Mob Ties, you know, it's all about respect. You know, when I had the double barrel shotgun pointed at the Haney's, I was under the impression that they was going to drop the belt because they didn't want to fight Keyshawn. Well, apparently I miscalculated that, and they not dropping the belt. And they pursuing this fight with Keyshawn. So since it's going to a purse bid and the money is real low, start at $200,000 in order to win the purse bid, it's going to be up to me to make sure that I get the right people to bid on the fight for the maximum amount of money, because the lower the money, the less my fighter gonna get paid. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You went through all of this, so apparently you got a bag for Keyshawn. Because whoever win this purse bid, and according to what Bill Haney is saying, they ain't dropping no goddamn belt. If Keyshawn want that belt, he got to take it. So now it's going to be up to Jay Prince to make sure that his fighter can get the most money possible. I don't know who going to bid on the fight, but let's say somebody win the bid, win the bid for the fight for a low number, a number that's not as big as someone like a Keyshawn Davis would want. Surely y'all had to have this shit figured out. Keyshawn might be fighting for $300,000-$400,000. If he don't care nothing about the money, so be it. And if he can't beat Devin Haney, you lose your O, and you got paid peanuts to fight him. All because you was being a good soldier, not wanting to fight your big brother Shakur when you was at 140, after he beat Teofimo Lopez, and you went the doggone, because again, Keyshawn can beat Devin Haney. He's skilled enough to do it. But you have to acknowledge that Devin Haney is skilled enough to beat Keyshawn as well. So now it's coming down to the money. It's a purse bid now. Jay Prince better try to get that boy a lot of money.
True.
Yeah, that's what he better do. And I'm pretty sure he will. Shout out the doggone Levi.
Hey, okay.
We're dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
See, the game ain't about Keyshawn. I don't think Jay Prince never really care about Keyshawn like that. Remember, Keyshawn just signed with Jay Prince. Keyshawn is there to protect Shakur. That's what I'm saying. Because if you was negotiating with the Haneys to make a fight in the background, the same negotiations that Shakur Stevenson said was not happening, only to come to find out that was a lie, and then, because I'm the one that told y'all, I don't think no other YouTube channel said that. I say, look, y'all do know that Keyshawn was number one to fight Teo. Shakur took that fight from him, and then now Keyshawn is still number one to fight for that belt. So because they made an agreement that they ain't gonna never fight each other, Shakur, Keyshawn, and Jay Prince said, look, man, let me just go ahead and get in contact with WBO and have me move up to fight Devin Haney. He ain't going to fight me. He's scared. He's probably going to drop the belt. They probably thought he was going to drop the belt, but then Devin Haney did something total opposite than what his detractors thought he was going to do. He like, no, I'm finna fight this boy. Y'all say he the boogeyman? Okay, cool. Let's see. Now, you can argue about who you think going to win, if you think Devin Haney going to win, or if you think Keyshawn Davis going to win. That's to your interpretation. But he didn't do what was said, what Shakur said that he was going to do. Like, no, They don't put him to the back burner. Okay, cool. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we ain't gonna make as much money fighting him, but guess what? He ain't gonna make shit. So what Jay Prince got to do now, if you Keyshawn Davis, they're like, damn, dog, like, he ain't dropped the belt, so shit. I like, they need, like, you want somebody to win that purse bid for like $10 million. You want somebody to win that purse bid for like 8 figures or a high mid 7 figures. Because Keyshawn don't make a whole lot of money like that. I think he don't make a whole lot of money like that. I think he's like $1 million fight or something like that. It's a possibility that he can get, and then according to what Bill is saying, and then according to what I was told. That's how I know Bill ain't lying. From what I was told, they gonna deal directly with DHP Promotions. So he's gonna fight directly with on the network. Keyshawn is signed to a promotional company. The promotional company gonna get the money from whoever and then pay him or whatever, right? The network is dealing directly with Devin. DAZN. I think it's, you know what I mean? So that's a game changer. He ain't dropping that belt. No, you gotta come beat me for this belt. Now, however you gonna now what you gonna make out of the purse bid? You better hope. See, he better hope don't nobody win that purse. He better hope they put some big money on that purse bid. He shouldn't even worry about no money. I'm pretty sure that Jay Prince is a smart guy. Hopefully he got it all figured out.
To this day.
He's a smart guy. He didn't become a multi-millionaire for nothing. Shout out to Carl Blair being a dummy. Shout out to Carl Blair.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said they already sacrificed Raymond Ford. I know Keyshawn can hold his own, but would Jay Prince sacrifice anybody just to keep Shakur? I mean, I think that's to me, my observation. Shakur is his guy, his main guy. Keyshawn just the little brother trying to follow the big brother. He gonna do what he told. That's pretty much my observation. This ain't nothing that nobody told me. This is my personal observation on the outside looking in watching. Because I listen to what he say, then I watch what they do. What you do, if what you do lines up with what you're saying, then that tell me that you just following orders like a good soldier. They're making the gamble. They rather gamble with, and they're making the gamble. If the shit backfire, if you beat Debo, it was a great gamble. But if you don't beat him, you lose your O, which that's not the end of the world. And you don't get the money that you wanted, that you thought you were gonna get. And so if Keyshawn can beat Devin Haney, that'll be great. The gambit worked out. We're gonna make a gambit. I play chess. I ain't played chess in a while, but you know, I used to like the Queen's Gambit. You know, you sacrifice that pawn in the opening, you sacrifice the pawn to get position. And then when you set everything up, the guy, your opponent, he wants to make sure that you never get that pawn back. So he's always trying to reinforce, push some other pawns up to try to protect that one pawn because he's up 1 pawn to 0. But while he's doing that, he's leaving himself open and he's leaving the back door open. Because you sacrifice the pawn, they'll open up real quick so you can attack. His whole thing is he's trying to protect that pawn to make sure you don't get it back. If someone know how to play the King Gambit, you sacrifice that pawn. So they're sacrificing the pawn in Keyshawn. Keyshawn better hope that he can get some good money. Now, that ain't my problem. I don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's what I've just observed from what Bill just said. Because I'm like, I had another question, but I didn't get a chance to answer that. It's gonna be up to Jay Prince to try to get him. You know what I mean? Because you don't want nobody to come and win that purse bid for peanuts. Let's say somebody come and win that purse bid. Let's say somebody win the bid for $3 million. $25% is $750,000. So if you double that, if somebody win the purse bid for $6 million, Keyshawn to make $1.5 million. Let me see. Yeah, he'll make $1.5 million. Devin gonna get the rest. He gonna get what, 4.5 million. And he don't have to split. He don't have to give a manager no money, and he don't have to give a network, give a promotional company no money, because he's dealing directly with the zone. Out of that 1.5, let's say if somebody win for $6 million, out of that 1.5, Top Rank gonna get their cut. Jay Prince got to get his cut. Shakur got to get his cut. And then what else? After everybody get their cuts, then the Keyshawn gonna have what's left. He gonna walk away with less than $1 million, and he still got to pay taxes on that. So they got to figure out, we need some big money for this fight for his client, because the duty of a manager is to try to get their client the most money possible, because the more money Keyshawn makes, the more money Jay Prince makes. That's a bigger split for him. So hopefully they got it worked out.
True.
Hopefully got it worked out. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm gonna drop the phone lines in a minute, but we finna pivot. We finna pivot back. The book.
Got chain for fire.
Huh?
You got some chain for fire. Got chain for fire.
Got it.
Chain me up.
All right.
Man, get my fire on.
All right, bro.
Man, get my fire on, man. Get my fire! Get my fire! I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Get my motherfucking fire out, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Get my fire out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired on. I'm gonna tell you got it fired on.
Yeah, somebody said that. What you say, CJ? CJ say, what you say, CJ? CJ say, isn't there a way? What did say, family say? Isn't there a way for Devin to bid on his own fight versus Keyshawn? Yeah, he can. Devin can bid on his own fight, but why would you? Why would you take money out of your pocket to bid for a fight that you didn't even ask for? And even if you did, why would you take money out of your pocket to bid on a fight when the white folks gonna put the money up? The zone got the money. The zone has put the money up. But I get what you're saying. You're saying that in a purse bid, I get what you're saying, CJ. You're saying in a purse bid, can't he just put the money up? Yeah, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. You know, Floyd Mayweather say OPM, other people's money. No, he's not gonna do that. It's a purse bid. We're going to see who has interest in the fight. Eddie Hearn can say, "Oh my gosh, it's a purse bid. I want that fight." You don't think Eddie Hearn want to bid on that fight? Now the zone had the money for them to fight each other if they was able to come to an agreement within the allocated time of the mandate. That would have been the zone's money, to answer your question, CJ. But now that the fight is going to a purse bid, anybody can bid on it. You can bid on it. I can bid on it. Well, of course, I will have to register with the WBO to sanction the body. Hey, look, my name, this Nick Sack Promotions. I'm Coach Malachi, True Media Podcast. My promotional company is Nick Sack Promotions. I want to bid on the fight. You may have Top Rank bid, Matchroom bid. You may have Queensberry bid. Hell, Al Heyman can bid. Golden Boy can bid. Anybody can come bid on the fight. Did you get what I'm saying? So, you know, Devin Haney can bid on the fight. So, you know, but I mean, you know, let the other people bid on it. Other people's money. Let's see what Eddie Hearn gonna do. Let's see what Bob Arum gonna do. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how, you know, is this gonna pay out? It is gonna pay out. What the same family say $20,000 in child support, they need the money. Who? Yeah, but no, you're looking at $20,000 in child support, but what you only saying part of the equation. What you don't know is what they said that Devin Haney makes over $5 million a year. They were like 5.6 or something like that. That's what came out. You talking about the 20,000 in monthly child support. That ain't nothing for the type of money that he got, that he playing with. 20,000 is a lot to you and me, but to him, that ain't shit. That's what, $240,000 a year? That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing in comparison to the money that he bringing in. Cause that was the other part of that where you got that information from. You got to say the other part too. Say the other part. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Carl Blair.
Hey, okay.
Jumping out $2 super chat. He say donations, gifts, real show. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, so we gonna see. We gonna see. I like that because that's the fight I wanted anyways. I didn't want to see Shakur and Devin Haney. I want to see Shakur and Keyshawn. Because if Keyshawn Davis is what they say he is, and if Devin Haney is what they say he is, guess what? We finna find out. At the end of the day, it's all about the criteria. See, I got a list. I got a criteria list. At the end of the day, it checked the boxes. Level of competition. There's an overall consensus that Devin Haney is a great fighter, whether you like him or not. There's an overall consensus that Keyshawn Davis is a great fighter, whether you like him or not. So the level of competition, it checks that box. Check on my boxing criteria. How many top 10 fighters have you fought? Well, it checked that box too, because Devin Haney is a top 10 fighter, and Keyshawn Davis is looked upon as a top 10 fighter. He's the mandatory. So that checked that box. Check. How many career-defining fights have you had? Well, Devin Haney fought Lomachenko. Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis. Became undisputed with George Kambosos. Those are 3 career-defining fights. And if he can beat Keyshawn Davis, that's if. That checked the career-defining fights box. For Keyshawn Davis, he hasn't had any career-defining fights as of yet. He became a champion, but he fought, Berinchyk? Berinchyk ain't nobody. Devin Haney would be the career-defining fight for Keyshawn Davis. So that's on the list. If he can beat him, that's on the list. And then, number 5, did you fight the best in the division? Well, there's an overall consensus that Keyshawn Davis is one of the best in the division. And there's an overall consensus that Devin Haney is the best in the division. So whoever win that fight, whether Keyshawn beat Devin or Devin beat Keyshawn, guess what? It checks number 5. You fought the best in the division. Now, the only thing that's left is number 3. Did you dominate the weight division? That has yet to be determined. So 4 of the 5 criterias on the list is checked with this fight. You don't have a boxing criteria. You like Keyshawn because he's from Norfolk, Virginia. You like Devin Haney because he's from the Bay Area. I got the criteria. Tell me what your criteria is. Tell me what your criteria is. Do you have a criteria? You ain't got no criteria. Don't talk boxing to me.
True.
Not to me. Shout out to Candace. Let me say, if you bid on a fight, you got to be responsible for the whole card. Facts. You have to secure the venue, build a card, paying those fighters, concessions, tickets, security. Yeah, you got to get insurance. You got to make sure the EMT is there. Not as easy as it seems. Hey, Candace Slim, you hit the nail right on the head. See, that's what Jay Prince got to worry about. You the one made this move, Jay. So what you gonna do? You gotta worry about all that. Whoever gonna put up the venue. Now, who is experienced when it comes to securing a venue, building a card, paying fighters, concessions, tickets, insurance, security, etc., etc. Who is experienced when it comes to doing that? Matchroom boxing, Top Rank. Those are the 2 best in the game. Matchroom and Top Rank. Golden Boy, they ain't paying no big money for nothing. So, they'll just be a promoter, but, Golden Boy, I mean, they do that. They do that. But I won't say they're the best. The best in the game, I would say, is definitely top ranking Matchroom right now. PBC, they loaning their fighters out to other promotional companies just so they fights can fight, just so they fighters can fight, because they don't have no fight dates. The good thing for the PBC, now they over there with DAZN. So they ain't got to worry about that no more. That's a good thing Al Heyman did. He eventually fought, he eventually fell in line. He eventually kissed the ring. Just like Top Rank. They eventually kissed the ring. I remember when everybody was like, "Oh, that's a good thing. Top Rank ain't go to DAZN," because they still had the deal with ESPN. And then when the deal expired, they were still they had fights on Tubi, they had fights on YouTube, they had fights at the local liquor store, and then people at Top Rank were like, "Look, yo, man, we on Tubi, we on YouTube, our fighters fighting on the chitlin circuit, dog. Only time our fighters get exposure, now that ESPN, the deal is over with, is when our fighters fight on the Turkey Island sheet card. And guess what? Guess what Top Rank did? They had to bow down and kiss the ring. Let's go on this top. Let's go on the DAZN. We've been stubborn long enough. Al Heyman did the same thing. I remember all the pro PBC game bangers. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dog. Yeah, but PBC ain't kissing the ring. They got their own deal with Amazon. And then come to find out, Amazon just gave them a distribution deal. Ain't put no money up for their fights. And then when you saw their fights, you saw roaches running across the stage, the podium, the wood chipping off the podium. Like that shit looked like somebody had a 1988 camcorder. The production of their fights was trash. I'll end up kissing the ring. Let's go on over here, dog. Man, let's go on over here, man. These white men, let's go goodbye down to these good white folks over here. That's what the fuck he did. So yeah, man. You right about that. You right about that. Right about that, Candy Slim. Right about that. Let's go to my page. Shit. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, matter of fact, let's hear this part, right? I want to play this part before I get the boots. Let me play this part right here. Then I drop the phone lines. Oh, what time it is? Yeah, we're going to wrap this show up. We're gonna rock about another hour, and now I'm going to wrap it up. Let's go right here. Time going by fast than a motherfucker.
And I don't know.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like he sure really my cheat code. Like, he's my cheat code. Like I be sparring with him where it's like it's high level. Like yeah, and that's another thing. Like he sure really my cheat code. Like, he's my cheat code. Like I be sparring with him where it's like it's high level. Like I feel like me and him to me is like the best fighters in the sport of boxing. I don't really believe there's any better fighters in the sport right now than like me and Keyshawn. And I was just watching like me and Keyshawn fights from January 31st, and both of us.
Let's start right there. To me and Keyshawn is the best fighters. Ain't nobody better than us. Based on what? Based on a sparring session? Because you got to do that shit under the lights. There's a whole lot of bad motherfuckers who bad at sparring. You got to do that shit under the lights. On a consistent basis. You have to fight. Now Shakur has been doing that. Now Shakur has been doing some things that's on my criteria. He has been doing that. But I'm saying as it relates to Keyshawn, for you to come to that conclusion, yeah, we the best, you got to fight the other top dudes. You can't say, well, yeah, I think we the best because you and your brother give each other good sparring matches. I'm just saying, B. I'm telling y'all the old school way how this shit roll. This Twitter shit, nah.
Like I see like the level. So he's like a cheat code. Like if I'm getting in the ring and working with that nigga and I go in the ring with these dudes that's not as good as him, because I don't believe Devin is as good as him. So like I said,
and that's probably why Shakur and Jay Prince sent them up there. Yeah, go handle that, dog. You know what I mean? If you can beat him, now, but guess what? If Keyshawn can beat him, then the gambit paid off. If Devin beats Keyshawn, ain't no way in the hell Shakur gonna fight him. Because if Keyshawn is your cheat code, and you're saying that you don't think that Keyshawn can beat beat Devin Haney, and if Devin Haney beat your cheat code, what does that say about how you feel about your chances to beat him? You just told on yourself.
True.
The more this boy talk, the more he put his foot in his mouth.
It's all, however it go. If me or Key get the fight, I'm cool with it either way.
Man, Shakur.
I mean, and that's another thing. Like
all right. So I don't done that. Been there, done that.
Oh, it's a bit of a change of character.
And this why, hold on. Yeah. And this why these niggas are never, these niggas are never, they smart. They'll never interview with me. Y'all niggas is smart. Whatever your favorite fighter do, listen, man, keep that nigga far away from me. Cause if he bring his ass over here, I got something for him. I'm gonna be so respectful. I got some hell of a questions to ask him. None of that soft cookie cutter shit. I'm gonna ask him some shit. And I'm gonna use what they say out of their mouth. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, let's continue. Let's see what Eddie the Hitman Hearn. What Eddie is talking about. All right, let's see right here. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this shocked me. I didn't know Boots had to concede to all of this. I had no idea about this until Eddie Hearn's revealed that. And guess what? You know what I noticed too? Ain't nobody from Golden Boy or Vergil Ortiz side denied anything Eddie Hearn said. They ain't say, oh man, Eddie was lying. We ain't asked for he could wear certain gloves and we wanted him to cut his beard and we wanted him to run 5 miles a day of the fight and we wanted 70% of the purse and we the only one to give him 30% because he ain't done nothing in the sport, even though we ain't done nothing in the sport, but we ain't never been a champion. But yeah, I ain't know none of that until Eddie Hearn put that out there. Because Boots ain't never say what the terms were. For what Eddie Hearn said, Boots just wanted to make the fight. He said, look, man, to give a motherfucker what he want, I want to fight the motherfucker. I'm willing to bet on myself. See, Boots was willing to bet on himself, according to what Eddie Hearn is saying. Now that Boots, the ball is in his court, but what I want to ask y'all, Vergil Ortiz fans, is Vergil willing to bet on himself? Take less money. Shut up, be quiet, humble yourself, and take what they give you. If you beat them, like you said you're going to beat them, guess what? Now, if it's a rematch, you the A side. You get to dictate the terms. They always, when they come to us, we got to bet on ourselves, take short money, and do what they tell us. When we in the position, they don't want to do that.
True.
Just saying, B, just saying. I digress. Let's go.
We accepted that fight and signed for that fight. Boots had to take less money than Vergil Ortiz, because they wouldn't take it unless he did. Boots had to be the B side. They said it has to be Ortiz against Boots. I said, why? No one's got a world championship. No, we're not taking the fight unless it is. Okay. They even asked him to cut his beard and not wear colourful gloves. All of the things that he agreed to do to have the opportunity to prove he was the best.
Now check this out. Coach Eddie and Jamie. I say, boy, I play this here for them, boy. Oh, they show enough. They gonna tear into this. Listen, so a fighter who's been a pro for 10 years, who has never been a champion. He is the undisputed interim title holder of the world. You had the audacity. And you got the shave. You can't wear colorful gloves. Your baby mama can't come to the fight. I want 70% of the purse. They coming with demands. Thinking that Boots wasn't going to take the fight. He said, I'll fight y'all for that. Fuck it. And then when that happened, guess what happened? No, we don't want the $3 million that Oscar that was gonna pay us to fight, even though your contract said you get paid $3 million to fight. That came out, which is good money. Now we want more money. But damn, you getting 60%, like you getting everything. He got the shave. His baby mama agreed not to come. Nobody from Philly can come to the fight. Bozy the only one from Philly that can come. He can't wear colorful gloves. What the fuck does gloves and the beard got to do? Nigga, I ain't never heard no shit like this. If you is everything your fans and your promoters say you is, yeah, dog, you got to shave your beard. Listen, as hard as you hit, what you think the beard gonna stop you from not getting a knockout? And you can't wear them colorful gloves. Why? What does the color of the gloves and the beard got to do with anything? And you ain't never been a champion. So now that Boots is the unified champion, guess what? You got to concede. Whatever the fuck Boots tell you to do, you got to do that. That's what he did before you went off and sued your promoter and he sued you, and now y'all back in love again. After Boots beat Xander Zayas. Just coincidentally, yeah, dog, you know what, dog? And I was mad at you, you were mad at me. Man, let's make back up and let's get on Twitter and then make him look like a duck because he didn't want to fight. Like, come on, fam. The old 52 fake out reverse psychology. Well, he ain't no draw, he really don't sell. Okay, if he ain't no draw, he really don't sell, then go fight Sebastian Fundora. Go fight your other Mexican-American brothers, Vergil. See how much you sell when fighting another Mexican-American. Because Fundora ain't got no fans outside of his mom and his sister in Scampton. He ain't selling shit. Yeah, so go ahead then. But if you really want that fight, shut up, be quiet, do what he tell you, and humble yourself.
True.
And take what they give you. Oh, hold on. What my dog? Hold on, coach. I know Jamie. Let me go ahead and let y'all see this one more time.
We accepted that fight and signed for that fight. Boots had to take less money than Vergil Ortiz.
So Boots took less money for the fight Vergil Ortiz. We talking about last year when he stepped in the ring. He agreed to everything. Less money. Let's go. So Vergil was the A side. What is it based on? I have no idea. Let's continue.
Because they wouldn't take it unless he did.
Was Xander Zayas' fault, Boots? Guess what Xander Zayas did? You know what, dog? I ain't trip on that shit, dog. We gonna split everything 50-50. I'm gonna take the $3 million. You take $3 million. We gonna split everything 50-50, dog. I'm the A side, so you walk in the ring first. I walk out second. But outside of that, Xander Zayas was fair. He was more than fair. Because he didn't have to do that. Xander was justified in asking Boots for more money. No, Xander was justified in asking for more money to fight Boots. He was justified and said, you know what? It's going to be 60-40 my way or 65-35 my way. Because I'm the champ. I don't have to fight you. This is a voluntary defense. If I don't voluntarily fight you, you ain't going to be no champion. Boots probably would have took it to fight him. And Xander Zayas had 2 belts. Vergil ain't got no belts, and he talking like, goddamn it, he Canelo. You ain't Canelo. No, puto, no, puto. Take that shit back to Grand Prairie.
True.
And I'm not even from Philly, but I'm calling a spade a spade. I digress. Let's continue.
Boots had to be the B side. They said it has to be Ortiz against Boots. I said, why?
Okay, so my thing is this here. If that's what Boots had to do, Vergil, drop your nuts, and you take that same deal. You ain't got no beard, so you ain't got to worry about shaving. That split, yeah, man, 65-35 sound about right. You ain't never been a champion. Boots bringing everything to the table. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. It's a voluntary defense, and it's an honor and a privilege for you to finally become a champion. I ain't never seen a world-class fighter who's supposed to be Bam Bam Bigelow. All this hype that they couldn't listen. Listen, man, Pete. Listen, man. Let me tell y'all something. That Golden Boy shit. Everything gonna go with the boy hype jobs. The best fighter over there is Gabriella Fandor. Gabriella. Rest of that shit, that shit so hype, dog. That shit so hype. They got Ryan Garcia. Ryan done lost every last one of his step-up fights. Tank knocked his ass out, and crayon-eating Roller Romero beat his ass, dropped him. Dropped him. Mario Barrios wasn't a step-up fight. Mario Barrios is trash. True. Now, he beat Devin Haney. He did do that. But he popped hot. So, and he got suspended for it. And he agreed to pay $1 million fine. Nah, coach, he didn't show them the supplements that he took. That's what happened. But I wonder why. I wonder why he didn't give him the supplements that he took. I heard some supplements that he did give him, he had it open. They say, no, you can't use that. No, we need to find out. Give us an unsealed, you know what I mean? So he agreed to take his punishment. You don't plead guilty to something or agree to take a punishment on something if you ain't did nothing wrong. Like the court system. But that's what people say. Well, shit, why you plead guilty if you ain't do nothing wrong? Well, man, I'm just saying, dog, I had to go to trial and I ain't got no money for a lawyer and I had to get a public pretender. And these public, we call public defenders public pretenders because the public pretender worked for the state. So he's pretending to be down with you, but he really working for the state. The state is giving you an attorney to represent you against them. Nigga, please.
Nigga, please.
So it wasn't a situation like that. Ryan is a multimillionaire. He could have easily fought there and proved his case. He conceded. The end result was the end result, right? So outside of that, he beat Devin, but that got flipped. We know why. But outside of that, yeah, that shit over there, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Vergil Ortiz, what you gonna do? If you really want that fight, take that same deal.
No one's got a world championship. No, we're not taking the fight unless it is. Okay. They even asked him to cut his beard.
I ain't never heard no shit like this here. Yeah, dog, the only way we gonna fight, dog, you gotta cut your beard. What do you think his beard made of kryptonite? Your hair is soft. This is my hair on my head. This shit's soft. I got a goatee right here. This shit is soft. I can promise you, no matter how long this goatee grow down to here, and motherfucker punch me, this shit just gonna smush right in. This shit ain't got no weight. This shit ain't no goddamn chin strap like in football. Having the beard don't stop you from getting knocked out. I ain't never heard no coward ass shit like that.
And not wear colorful gloves.
You can't wear colorful gloves. What if you listen? Let me get it straight. So the nigga taking less money. He gotta walk out first because he the B-side. He gotta shave his beard because somehow the beard is gonna stop him from getting knocked out. And he can't wear colorful gloves because the colorful gloves is gonna help him beat me. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, man. That boy got to shit to get out the pot.
All of the things that he agreed to do to have the opportunity to prove he was the best.
Let me drop these phone lines. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Anybody got something to say? Call.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hey, it'll be probably say, I don't think, he said, I do think a beard like Boots can hide the chin. He said, I do think a beard like Boots can hide the chin, in my opinion. Don't kill me, chat. It'll be private. Let me ask you a question. How can a beard hide the chin when the beard is literally attached to the chin? The beard is attached to the chin. The side of the face, but the chin right there. The low part right here is attached to the chin. Guess what? Listen, I can have a beard look like motherfucking ZZ Top. It don't motherfucking matter. Nigga, when I hit your ass with this melatonin, your ass going to sleep. I ain't never seen nobody, I ain't never heard of somebody's beard stopping them from losing them. Bro, like, what kind of shit is that? I told her to disagree with you, brother, on that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Yeah, man. Coach, for someone that never won a title to talk like a Hall of Famer and have all these demands, it's ridiculous to me. Now that we found out the truth, right? I saw the same video you did, Eddie Hearn, right? Let me tell you, Coach, that shows me right there that Boots seriously wanted that fight, man. The kid showed up at his hometown, bro. It doesn't get clearer than that, you know? So this guy, bro, now you see him everywhere, Coach, capping, right? Everywhere, bro. Because he made up with his, with Oscar. But all that, bro, is bullshit, bro. The time was sometime last year or early this year, whatever, and he blew it, bro. If I'm Boots, I would make that motherfucking weight. For real. Anyways, hey, Coach, I was listening to Bill Haney, right? Mm-hmm. And I sense that he's not happy with that other team he was dealing with. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that he confirmed that.
What other team?
Jay Prince, Keyshawn, and Shakur, all that shit. I'm gonna break it down to you right now. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm glad to hear that the Haney's ain't dropping shit. Fuck that. You lose the belt, you lose it in the ring, defending it straight up. Yeah. Keyshawn and his crew, I'm sure they were thinking Devo was gonna drop it, and make it easier for them. But like I said, I understood where Bill is coming from. In good faith, he was negotiating with Jay Prince about Shakur. And Jay Prince was doing something else in the background, bro. You know what I mean? Bill should know better. In business, there are no friends, bro. So, I know these guys were trying to press the Haney somehow. But now, Jay Prince and Keyshawn, I feel that they probably shot themselves in the foot. Now you're still going to get 25%. Yeah. But that's going to be from whatever the fuck they give you, man.
Yeah, 25%. Yeah, 25%. Sure, 25% of what number? That's the question.
Exactly. And I'm sure it's going to be a smaller amount, Coach. You feel me? That's where Bill, I think, was driving at. Yeah. Because they should have negotiated this shit last month, bro, and get it over with. Yeah. And it should have been, it's still a great fight. We all know that. But I'm sure that the amount of the money that was going to be invested in this fight, it was going to be bigger. Because I don't see Top Rank, I don't see Oscar picking up this fight, man, for not, large amounts. So Keyshawn, 25%, yeah, from a smaller amount, I'm sure. And Jay Prince, if this was your idea, buddy, this shit is about to backfire, man. That was the wrong move. That's my call, Coach. Respect from New York.
I ain't never fam, I can hit you in the jaw. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. I saw a New Way goddamn it, and Cool Boy still fight these motherfucking each other, man. And that ain't stop motherfucking Cool Boy still from getting his ass knocked out. Yeah, dog, she was saying she got doing that. She got the beard now. The beard can stop me from knocking you out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? Mike out of Bridgeport, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Mike, talk to me.
I seen you try. I don't know if you try to ask this on that purse bid. I think you was trying to get there. Can Zuffa bid on that purse bid?
No, they can't because the WBO president said that that Zuffa can't not allowed to bid on it. He said that on the Boston Boys. He said the only way they can bid on it, they have to register with them to be able to do it.
And Zuffa ain't registered. So that's with all the belts, or that's just WBO?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
No, I just want to know that. And yeah, man, I don't really give two shits about Ortiz, man. He needs to sit down, go put in some work. You know what I mean? Leave Boots alone. Boots try to give you the best, and you and Oscar did that flamingo shit. You know what I mean? That they need to move on with that, man. We need Boots. Boots needs to go and unify that division. Fuck Ortiz, man. He wasted the time. But shout out to you, and I appreciate you answering my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Mike. Bridgeport, stand up. No, I don't think Vergil Ortiz need to go somewhere. I think Vergil Ortiz need to take that same deal, or if not worse, than what Boots is willing to take. Vergil Ortiz need to understand that, wait a minute, goddamn it, you got to do what Boots tell you to do, period. If you really want that fight, make sacrifices. Carla, hold on. Make them same sacrifices that y'all say we got to make. How bad? The same shit that Oscar De La Hoya did with Floyd. The same shit that Canelo do with other fights. No, make them sacrifices. If you really want to fight me, nigga, I'm the A side. These are the terms. Take it or leave it. That's what he got to do now, because that's what he did to Boots. No. If I'm Boots, your promoter, that's what it got to be. No, remember, these were the terms that that we had agreed to when y'all didn't have any belts and we didn't have any belts. Now that we got the belts, our popularity stock has risen, and you still ain't got no goddamn belts. Now we need some new terms. These are our terms now. Take it or leave it.
True.
What's good for the gander is good for the goose, right? Yeah. Caller, what's your name? You called from?
Hey, what up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Yeah, man. Good show today, man. Dollar Bill came in, and he said a lot. He gave us a little bit, but he didn't give us everything. And I understand, they in the business, so he can't reveal everything. But I hope we do get that fight, man. I'm looking forward to that fight, man. And on Vergil Ortiz, man, them list of demands, man. Talking about the man can't wear no fancy gloves, can't wear no fancy outfit, can't use no special moves. Make sure you can't be doing no special moves. Now you just got to just throw 1-2. That's it. Don't try to counterplay. Don't try to do nothing. All these stipulations they trying to put on the man, bro. Him and Fondora, I be on the phone with one of Fondora, somebody at Fondora camp. The old black dude. I be killing him every day. Your boy Duck, man. Your boy scary, man. You know what I'm saying? So I be on the phone with him, just rubbing it in every day, man, because at the end of the day, man, these guys, man, they don't want to fight, bro. They scared of that boy. And even everything you've been talking about, you made a video yesterday where Terrence Crawford was explaining to this man, you about to go through the same thing that all good black fighters go through. They did it for Ali. They did it with Floyd. They did it with Andre Ward. They did it with Crawford. They did it with James Toney. They did it with Bernard Hopkins. You ever know they always belittle the black fighters. And we the best. They tear us down, oh, you ain't fighting nobody. They did the same thing with Roy. They did the same thing with Tony. They did the same thing with Bernard Hopkins. You got a whole media against you. So I just hope that he take heed and see, and heed the warning that what Crawford is telling him. But Crawford really putting him up on game, man. You know what I mean? He just need to just listen to him, humble himself and take that advice, man. Just listen, man. You know what I mean?
He probably ain't gonna do it because he don't like Crawford, and that Philly don't like Crawford at all because of the Ray Robinson did fiasco back in the amateurs and stuff. So he right now he shouldn't even be worried about Crawford. Crawford gave him some good advice, but he need to go down this. He need to find out on his own. He need to find out on his own how this shit really work. And he'll see. He gonna have to get his nigga wake up call. Once he get his nigga wake up call, then he gonna come around. Right now he haven't experienced that yet. He'll see.
He gonna get it, man. Like that bull junk you did when they go help Canelo, man. So I didn't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna help the dude, man? This dude, talk bad about black fighters. don't want to give black fighters no payday. You know, want to use black fighters to spar, but they don't want to give them no fight, man.
Who?
I say, bro, why you gonna go help this dude, man?
Who you talking about?
Boots. When he went to go help Canelo inspired. I didn't like that, man.
I mean, that's his guy.
You don't be helping that dude. That dude is an op, man. Don't help that dude, man.
I mean, that's his guy. He don't look at him as op. He look at him as family. That's his guy. So.
Man, please, that man, that's an op, man. Hey, ever since he throw my homeboy out the press conference, I ain't been rocking with him ever since. I view that man as an op, man. That man, he didn't use black fighters, man. You know, they steal all the sparring moves, and then, you know, don't give the black fighter no payday, man. So, nah, man, I don't rock with that dude, man. But, yeah, Boots got to tighten up, man. But, like, Vergil, at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. You on the back burner. You got to take it, you know, take whatever they give you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, hey, tough cookie, man. You know what I mean? Tough titty. You know what I mean? Fall in line. That's my call, coach.
Absolute, fam. Yeah, so the thing is Boots got a lot of options now. What options do Vergil Ortiz have outside of Boots? What options? Boots got options. What options does Vergil Ortiz have outside of Boots? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Curtis from Long Beach.
He heard that caller hung the phone up. Whoever it was called the show hung the phone up. I said, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? He hung the phone up. So, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Curtis from Long Beach.
Curtis, talk to me.
Yeah, I like what Bill was talking about, man. Even though I wanted to see Keyshawn and B. Norman, I can respect them holding on to the belt. There wasn't nobody gonna say that he was ducking Keyshawn, man. I think Keyshawn gonna be an easy fight for Dev. I think Dev gonna do what he usually do. But I think this is a situation where the fight gonna end up on DAZN, much like Teofimo and Kambosos. DAZN gonna pick the promoter they choosing, and they gonna say, hey, bet on this fight. It's probably gonna be Eddie Hearn. And
well, no, it's going to purse bid. So all the promoters are over there. All the promoters on DAZN. So yeah, you're right. It's gonna be on DAZN either way.
Eddie, Eddie Hearn, he got a tight relationship with them, and then it seemed like they like the way that he do his shows. So they'll probably give him the money and say, hey, go, put this on that fight. Either way it goes, it's going to end up on DAZN. But, and it benefits DAZN because they got to deal with Teofimo. If Teofimo and Rolly, when that takes place, the winner can fight that, can have that fight. So it's a lot of options for DAZN. I think it's going to end up on DAZN. It's going to be a big show for Dev, but I think it kind of backfired on Keyshawn. Like, he ain't going to get the money that he was looking for. Especially the way that Dev fight's been going with guys been getting paid, like B. Norman got paid.
Yeah, B. Norman got paid.
The other dudes got paid.
Yeah, he ain't getting nowhere near that.
He got paid for fighting Dave, but he ain't getting his money because of what him and Jay Prince did, to help Shakur. So they kind of, Shakur and Jay Prince kind of fucked Keyshawn up, man, which is messed up, but it is what it is, man. You jumped out there, now you got to figure it out.
Well, I don't want to say that Jay Prince and Shakur messed Keyshawn up. Keyshawn is a team player. He's going to do whatever Shakur tells him to do, and he's going to do whatever. He even signed with Shakur Stevenson's manager. Remember, he just signed with Jay Prince. That wasn't his manager before. So he just signed with him. So whatever Shakur tells him to do, he's going to do that. He's been a soldier. He's following the orders. And if he's able to beat Devin Haney, because I don't know who's going to win that fight. But if he's able to beat Devin Haney, then guess what? The gambit paid off. It was a gambit move. They sacrificing Keyshawn because, I'm gonna tell you how I know this. I listened to what Shakur Stevenson said. He said, man, Keyshawn like a cheat code. So basically what he's saying, Keyshawn probably be whooping his ass in sparring. Keyshawn like a cheat code, like man, we be sparring, having some heated sparring sessions, man, and he like a cheat code, like man, and it get heated, so and I think we the best, so I don't think Devin gonna beat him. And what are you basing that on? I don't think he gonna beat him. I'm basing it on what he be doing to me in sparring. That's what he's saying. Because for you to say,
no, I agree with you.
Did you get what I'm saying, Curtis? For you to say, I don't think Devin Haney can beat Keyshawn. based on what? Based on what he be doing to you in sparring.
No, I agree with you. Sometimes, like I said, remember a long time ago, a couple years back, I told you Rolly was fucking riding up in sparring. And when the fight came along, Rolly did him just like he did him in sparring. So sometimes it play out like that. You know what I mean? It's just like that. But again, and then to move on to the Boots thing, yeah, I think Vergil, you know what I mean? They kind of fucked that fight up, and it's going to be hard to make now because, you ask this man to do all these things and now you want to fight. And, I think Vergil's best option is to try to force his mandatory with fucking Fundora. Stop him from trying to unify with Boots and try to force that fight. If you the mandatory, man, just try to force that. Go do what Keyshawn just did. You know what I mean? I think that's his best route. And either Fundora's gonna drop the belt and you're gonna get it and at least be a champion. And then you got a little something that can come to the table and make the numbers look better. You still ain't gonna have enough, but still, you got something.
You got something.
Know what I mean? But
No. Vergil is going along with the game too. How you been an interim champion for 2 years, and there's another Mexican-American fighter by the name of Sebastian Fundora, who is the WBC champ, and then you have a Mexican organization with the WBC and Mauricio Suleiman, and you don't try to get with the Mexican organization to try to say, hey, look, I'm the interim champion. According to your rules and regulations, I should be fighting Sebastian Fundora next. So that let me know that all of them are in agreement. So Team Vergil Ortiz, Sebastian Fundora, and the WBC have all had an agreement that you would not press the action to try to fight Fundora. We're going to give you this interim belt. You're going to get paid to continue to fight for that belt as long as you don't try to force the action with Fundora. Listen, I don't have to be there to know that ain't what happened, because explain to me. It's the same shit with what David Benavidez was a WBC champ. He went online, yeah, man, because Canelo don't want to fight me. Canelo don't want to fight me. But yet you don't want to put the WBC on blast for not forcing that fight because you was the interim title holder. So that let me know that even though Benavidez was doing all that talking in public, but behind the scenes, he was going along with the plan. That's why he never forced the action. He talked the action, but he didn't file no paperwork or do none of that. He didn't put Mauricio Suleiman on blast. It's one big game they doing. All these, we don't want to fight each other. We don't want to do. That's what's going on, bro. But go, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, Benavidez told on himself, well, his dad told him, remember on the interview, he said, we got a 3-fight deal. We're going to fight Andre, Plant, and I forgot who the third one was, but he fought all of them. Nobody named Canelo. And they re-signed. So, it is what it is. They got a plan and they're going to move with it. That's it. But that's my call.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, man, phone lines over, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. Phone lines open, man. Motherfucker got something to say, man. You got, hey, man, say, man. You got something to say, man. Get it off your chest, baby. I'm here. The coach is here. The guy who called, and when I answered the phone, you sat on the phone a little bit, then you hung up. Let man drop your nuts, my nigga. Drop your nuts and call the show. Call back, my nigga. True. Shout out to Too Much Wolves. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a damn dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, if I was Books, I would go for Josh Kelly. Yeah, Books is going for that. He is going for Josh Kelly. That's what he's doing. He said, beat Kelly. That way Ortiz doesn't have a choice to accept the 75-25 split, and Fundora is backed into a corner. Two birds. I mean, listen. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. If you telling me that I got to do whatever you tell me to do in order for me to prove to you how bad I want to fight, guess what? You got to do that same thing now. Yeah, you got to do that same thing now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Philly, bro. My name Buck.
Your name is Bot?
Buck, B-U-C-K.
Buck, B-U-C-K from Philly. Talk to me.
Man, Vergil, the first 3-time N10 champion, bro. No championship. Hey, man, they trying to create this narrative like he's Canelo or something, bro. He's not the...
He not Canelo, bro. The Mexicans don't fuck with him for real. He stole like 5,000 with Lubin. So if I was my man Boots, I'll get that Kelly fight and tell Vergil, you want to fight me, you gotta go force that mandatory. If not, I'm about to go collect Undisputed. And don't let me get Undisputed, because that shit gonna be 90-10 going my way. and you coming to Philly.
He said 90-10.
And you coming to Philly.
He said 90-10. He said 90-10. God damn.
Hey, bro, he asked for it. He can't wear colored gloves. He gotta cut his beard. Oh, what else he can't do? He can't counter. Like, what else? That's all that is in the contract, bro. And it's crazy how as soon as he wins, oh, now him and Oscar and all of them ready to fight. Damn, it took me to win 2 belts for y'all to be ready to fight. And after Boots pulled up in Texas, what did he say after the fight? Oh, my Robert Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, and Vergil. Oh, it's a boxing fight. That's what I want next. Bro, why are you trying to beat up on old goods, bro? Like, come on. Boots pulled up to the fight for what? For you to do all that?
And you know the crazy part about it? You know the crazy part about it? I was looking at a post that Samson Lewowitz posted. Now, you know Samson Lewowitz, he's affiliated with the PBC.
Yeah, that's the WBC, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Sebastian Fendora's manager. Samson said that we don't want to fight Vergil. Vergil can't sell. He don't bring nothing to the table. We rather go into a unification with Boots after our mandatory. Now, the crazy part about it is this, Buck. How did Vergil, the guy who's the mandatory, I can't even pronounce his name. Vergil Ortiz is the WBC interim title holder. The WB, whoever holds the interim title is the guy next in line, according to the WBC rules, is supposed to challenge the champion. The WBC.
Hold up, and if not, then intern will have to fight the number 1 guy if the number 1 guy is ready to fight the WC champion as well. That's also in the rule that the interim champ will fight the number 1 guy to fight Fendora. That's how it's supposed to be. But go ahead.
Yeah. I'm glad you corrected that. So the interim guy, right? But but Vergil's been a WBC champion for 2 years, since 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, how is the number 1? How is the guy that's under you is going to leapfrog you to fight Sebastian Fendora?
And it's less money. Because if Fendora versus Ortiz is more money than fighting that man, though. We don't even know.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. But hey, salute, fam. Anything else you got?
WBC. WBC, they just looking bad out here, man. Yo, ease up on my man Boots, bro. You be real critical, but you be keeping it fair, though. I'll be watching your videos. You say either you don't like him, but you gonna call it spade to spade. So yeah, I'll fuck with it, bro. But you be a little crucial, my man.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Everybody tell me that, man. But salute, fam. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Buck, man. No, I'm gonna keep it down the middle. I'm gonna keep it down the middle now. That's one thing about me. Carla, hold on. I'm gonna keep it down the middle. I got Vergil Ortiz fans don't like me. I don't give a fuck. Part a lot of Boots fans don't like me. I really don't give a damn. I got a Devin Haney fans say I don't like Devin Haney. I don't give a damn. Shakur fans say I don't like Shakur. I don't give a damn. Part of some Keyshawn fans saying that. I don't give a damn. I really don't care. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm giving it to everybody. I've been like this. I've been like this since I started this channel. That's just what it's gonna be. I'm gonna criticize them, but I'm gonna also give them credit when they move according to the boxing criteria. I'm gonna keep coming back to my criteria, and then I gotta pull my commandments up. Everything I do is based on the criteria and the commandments. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull them up because Schoolo been telling me to pull them up forever. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Chris from Philly. What's up, Coach?
Chris, talk to me.
Listen, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I mean? I don't think Boots is gonna get a Fendora fight because they play too much, and we did already seen Fendora drop a belt just so he can avoid smoke because he did it with Zayas. You know what I mean? So I don't put it past Fendora dropping a belt just so he ain't got to fight Boots. They talk all of that stuff. You know what I mean, but everything just sounds good when the camera in front of you. When it's time to really fight, you know what I mean? You see who really tucked their tail and everything like that. If Kelly was to win next week, I could see Boots getting that fight, but I honestly don't think he's going to go undisputed at 154 because These dudes like to play around, just like they played around at 147. He could only unify, and then it was time to move up. I could see him getting 3 of the 4 belts and going up to 160. Vergil, you know, Vergil, he want to play around, and like you said, you gonna have to take any deal that Eddie and them throw at you, and Eddie and them is gonna throw whatever they want at you. I mean, so y'all can act like, you know, it's funny as hell how Rick and Richie are talking about, oh, we signed our part of the deal now, and y'all could have signed that same deal 6 months ago, and now y'all ready to sign the deal. Like y'all gonna pull wool over somebody's eyes, and they don't know that yesterday's price ain't today's price. Y'all tripping.
Man, look, man, listen. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Based on what we just learned from what Eddie Hearn said that Boots had to go through to try to make this fight, listen, Boots has earned the right, regardless of how anybody feel about it. You can't say in one breath, yeah, Vergil is the A-side. Boots got to do whatever Vergil say do because he's a draw and this and that. You can't say that in one breath, but don't keep that same energy with Boots. Now that Boots don't came to your division, you was there before him, unified the division. He fought the guy that you didn't fight, became a unified champion. Now, guess what? You got to acknowledge Boots like he the OTC, like he Roman Reigns. Acknowledge the tribal chief. The tribal chief is there. He got the belts. You got to do whatever he say do. If it's good for you, it's good for Boots. What you gonna do? That's how I see it.
Listen, and I tell you this, Coach, let's stop Simzu next week. I guarantee you Vergil and them start doubling back like, we can't get the Boots fight right now, but we want to fight Spence. I could bet the house on it. They're going to spin back around talking about something. We want Vergil to fight Spence in Texas.
Chris, you hit the nail right on the head. You ordered on people to play. What they doing. They trying to pad the record. I get that understanding. Yeah, we beat Errol Spence. Spence did. That ain't the same Spence.
Yeah, you know, last time I called in, I told you, Coach, all Vergil want to do is beat somebody that everybody else already beat. And say, oh, but we didn't fought former champions. We didn't beat. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, these boys don't really want to fight. Like I said, I could see him getting the Kelly fight, or even if Kelly was to lose the belt, I could see him fighting the next boy because it'll be a major payday for him. Yeah. And you know, you'll make a lot of money and all of that. But at most, I see Boots getting 3 belts at 154, then moving up to 160 because these dudes like to play too much.
Hey, you know what? Before I let you go, I can see that. I'm gonna tell you why I can see that because Samson liar, which you can't trust nothing he say. He don't want to fight Vergil Ortiz, and he probably don't want to fight Boots. So he's using one against the other, or we finna go fight this guy. Now, Samson, let me tell you something. I don't know if you know this. Sebastian Fundora does not have a mandatory.
Right. It ain't been ordered or nothing like that.
He gotta go petition. He gotta go petition the WBC to say, hey, we want you to petition this guy to be the mando. Why you don't want to petition for Vergil to be the mandatory? Virgil ain't even trying to petition to become the mandatory to fight doggone Samson. I mean, to fight doggone Fundora. So this is the game they're playing. They're gonna try to play keep away. They like, no, we can't have this nigga become undisputed again. Cause it's too many guys becoming undisputed. Crawford became undisputed. Doggone Devin Haney became undisputed. You know, we can't have this guy Boots move because he's talented enough to do it. Move up in our weight division. Yep. We've been sitting here all this time, and he's doing shit in the division that we ain't doing. If he become undisputed, that's another historical moment, and then it's gonna make us look bad. So you're right. Politics may come in, and they may try to play keep away with that belt. I can see that.
Yep. And you know, Coach, they don't like when we running the game. You know what I mean? This ain't basketball or football. They don't like when we running the game. Somebody gonna have to put Canelo to sleep for them to say Canelo ain't the face of boxing. I mean, Crawford, he was on top for 3 years. Yeah, I mean, he ain't have a 10-year run like a Floyd or nothing like that. If Boots at the age where he could possibly have a 7 to 10-year run at the top of the game. Yeah, I mean, if he was to stay on top of everything physically and not take no punishment or nothing like that. They don't like when we on top of the game. They want it to be Canelo and they wanted it to be Vergil Ortiz after that. They ain't want Boots to be the face of boxing.
All right, well, listen, man. Shout out to Chris, man. Philly, stand up. Salute, brother. Thank you for calling. Philly, stand up. Yeah, I don't see. This is the thing, right? I'm listening to Vergil. Y'all check this out. See, this how you know a nigga don't want to fight. I'm finna show y'all when you know a nigga don't want to fight. Hold on. Let's do this here. Shout out to Too Much Wolves for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said if I was Boots. Oh, I read that. I missed this one. Shout out to, oh yeah, I got to do the donations. Carl Blair, I got you on the donations. Shout out to Mr. T for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey man, shout out to my main man, Mr. Tomato Can. Mr. Tomato Can, what's going on, brother, man? Be safe out there on that road. That's my main man there. Shout out to what he say? He say Oscar Ortiz Sr. and Peanut Ricky gassed up Belt Vergil. He said to think that he's a little Canelo. Now he's damn near on his knees and knuckles. Well, you know, this is my thing. Vergil Ortiz, all he got to do is if you want to fight, let the zone or whoever put a deal together because it's going to be a voluntary defense. And guess what? The deal got to be slated towards Boots. That's it. The same thing you wanted Boots to do, y'all got to do the same thing. That's it. Really even more. It might be 25%. 70-30. He the A side now. If it was good for you, it's good for him. Let me say it again. If it was good for you, to tell Boots, he got to take less money, do what you tell us, shave your beard, tell your baby mama she can't come to the fight, nobody from Philly can come to the fight, I want the lion's share of the money, you can't wear colorful gloves. If it was good for him, guess what? It should be good for you.
True.
That's my entire position. That's my entire position. I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated. So since you treated me, I'm going to treat you the way you treated me. So since that's the way you treated me in y'all position, no problem. And Boots conceded to all of that. If that's the case, okay, you got to do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Unless you too good to do that. If you too good to do that, then speed on before you get peed on. To this day. That's all. Speed on before you get peed on, fam. We ain't doing that. We're not playing these crackhead games. You don't bring nothing to the table. You're not a draw, and a nigga don't need you. You've been a pro for 10 years and ain't never been a champion. Period. Those are the facts. Yeah, man. So y'all, Oh, but I'm finna show y'all something. Shout out to Mr. Classic Metal. Hey, okay. Salute to you, fam. Dropping him 6 pounds. He said after Bivol became undisputed, the next Mando in line was the IBF. But the WBC immediately ordered him to fight Benavidez, but no Fandor versus Ortiz. Okay. But you know what? Classic Metal. The WBC, like again, I called it the Mauricio Suleiman belt. That's the most cricket boxing organization. Like for real. I'm not a fan of Mauricio Suleiman, to be honest with you. So I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not a fan of the guy at all. He's a shit eater like his daddy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Give a shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the lovely Akila. Shout out to Keisha, man. Keisha, what's going on? Richmond, VA finest. Shout out to Philly Fighter. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to the Natural, Jamie, G5 from the Bronx, my main man, Mr. Tomato Can. Who else we got in the building, man? We got the Natural. Shout out to Schoolo. Schoolo, what's up, brother? Coach Eddie. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Who else we got, man? We got G5. Shout out to Green Eyes P, that girl from Liverpool. Who else we got, man? Hey, man, say, man. Shout out to MB813. Salute, brother. We got Jamie, MB813. Oh, I see y'all had to block somebody. Somebody was trolling. Somebody was trying to get my attention. Look here, man. It costs, man. It costs, man. It costs, man. You trolling the chat. You trolling the chat, man. And guess what? The good news is, whoever block you, guess what? You've been invited to the block party. Create another account. We know you will.
True.
They do everything but call the show. They want to troll in the chat. They do everything but troll me on the phone call. Do that. Call the show. Talk your shit. Shout out to Philly.
Hey,
Okay. Philly fighter for dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did say, fam? He said, we are the boxing capital. Oh, listen, all I'm saying, this is all I'm saying, Philly fighter. All I'm saying is, fam, you gotta, listen, man. Listen, man, you gotta walk it like you talk it. I'm finna show y'all something, though. I'm finna show y'all I'm finna show y'all how I know he really don't want that smoke. Listen, when they throw their manager in front, your manager work for the fighter don't work for the manager. When they hide behind their manager, yeah, I said I want it. Well, what you gonna do? You gonna step forward? Because I remember when Terrence Crawford wanted that fight with Errol Spence, he actively went out, got in contact with Errol Spence, and they made that fight happen together. When Crawford said he wanted to fight Canelo, he fought Marjamal, went to Turkey Al-Sheikh, and actively sought that fight, and he got that fight. Canelo made his highest payday fight in Crawford, and Crawford made his highest payday fight in Canelo. And it was a magnificent event. So when a fighter really want to fight, they team move the way they wanted to move, or that fighter will move that way and really get out there. I'm finna show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on, y'all give me a minute. I'm finna show y'all right now.
Got chain for fire.
Huh?
You got some chain for fire. Got chain for fire.
Got it.
Chain me.
All right.
Man, get my fire on.
All right, bro.
Man, get my fire on, man. Get my fire! Get my fire! I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Get my motherfucking fire out, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Get my fire out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired out. I'm gonna tell you got it fired out.
Now, see one thing about me, right? As I say, I take when it comes to boxing, I don't take the sniper approach. I take the shotgun approach. The shotgun with the buckshots. But when you take the sniper approach, it's one shot, one kill. You know, but when there's multiple people that you trying to hit at one time to try to disperse the crowd, I put the buckshots in there. So I take the shotgun approach when it comes to boxing. That's why the brother say, man, you be too hard on Boots, or the Haney fans say you hard on Debo, or Shakur's fans say you hard on Shakur, or whoever the top fighter, big name fighter is. And I tell y'all, I hold every fighter to my criteria. It's the boxing criteria. If you get your boxing criteria, it'll make boxing a lot better. My boxing criteria, I have 5 things I look for. What is the level of competition that you fought? How many top 10 fighters have you fought? Did you dominate the weight division if you was there for a long period of time? How many career-defining fights have you had? Meaning big fights, big name fights, tough competition fights or whatever. And how did you fight the best in the division? That's it. So I judge every fighter according to that criteria. And then when I pull up these commandments, let me pull these commandments up. Oh, we got commandments. I ain't playing with it. I'm the only boxing channel that got commandments. Yeah, I ain't playing with it. Not me. I'm not playing with it. This ain't about your feelings, fam. This ain't about your feelings. I care nothing about your feelings. You care about your feelings. I don't. This ain't about your feelings. This about the boxing criteria and their commandments. That's it. Let me go ahead and post it right here. Yeah, that what this all about. All the other shit, I added a commandment on there too. I added one. I can't know about you. Listen, Keith Thurman is from Tampa. No, Keith Thurman is from Clearwater. He's from the other side of the bridge. Keith Thurman is from the Bay Area. You don't hear me capping for Keith Thurman. And he's from the same area that I'm from. I'm from Tampa. He's from Clearwater. He's from the other side of the bridge. Other side of the Gulf. Other side of the Bay, rather. You know what I mean? That ain't me, bro. If I'm not gonna cap for a dude that's from my area, what the fuck make you think I'm gonna cap for a nigga that's from your city? I hold every fighter to the criteria. I don't give a fuck if he Mexican, Mexican American, Black American, Haitian, African, Dominican, Puerto Rican, whatever fucking kin he is, I care nothing about that. Do he line up with the boxing criteria? Yes or no? If he don't line up, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking about.
True, true, true.
You do not have a friend in me, sir. I can promise you that. Shout out to doggone Philly Fighter. Hey, okay. For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, unfortunately, it doesn't go down like that. He say all the time, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't go down like that all the time. I don't know what you're talking about, fam. So you gotta just like clarify what you mean by that. But salute to you, brother. I appreciate you on Philly Fighter.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Now I'm gonna show y'all two things. I'm gonna show you what Samson Lukowitz said about the superstar fighter, the star that now remember, Oscar De La Hoya, he does a great job lying on camera, hyping it up, making it seem he does a great job doing the same shit Eddie Hearn do. If Eddie Hearn promoting the fighter, he's the best fighter in the history of boxing. If Oscar De La Hoya promoting the fighter, he's the best fighter in the history of boxing. When they not promoting that fighter, they shit on him. So we see the game. But I'm gonna show you something because I got receipts. Let's go here. Samson Lukowitz. Don't get mad at me. Samson Lukowitz said that Mexican-American fighter Vergil Ortiz, this is what he said. Fundora will fight Boots, not Vergil. I don't believe none Scamson say. I don't think Sebastian gonna do neither. Samson Lukowitz said this defense, again, there is no mandatory for Fundora. Samson is lying. He probably gonna go out and try to petition to get the mandatory. He don't want to give a shot. So this is what he said. We will fight Boots, not Vergil. So he's openly ducking Vergil Ortiz. Mexican-American fighter Sebastian Fundora is openly saying through his manager that I don't want to fight Mexican-American fighter Vergil Ortiz. We're going to duck him. We want to fight Boots. That's what he's saying out of his mouth. But I got another receipt where they said they wasn't going to fight Boots. They did the same thing with Crawford in 2024. Yeah, we ain't want to fight Crawford. He can't sell. He don't, we rather fight Errol Spence, a guy who hasn't fought in 3 years, coming off a knockout loss. We want to fight him in Dallas Stadium in front of 90,000 fans. When Spence fought Mikey Garcia, he didn't have 90,000 fans there. Sebastian Fundora literally don't have a fan base. I can't find one nigga who say he fans of Sebastian Fundora. Not one. I'm saying in the streets. He ain't got no fan base. There's people on YouTube like him. He's a good fighter. I like Sebastian Fundora. I like his style. He's a great fighter. I like him a lot. But let's call a spade a spade. He ain't no draw. The praying mantis can't sell flies to shit. He can't sell salt to the ocean. He can't sell light to the sun. He couldn't sell darkness to space. When he fight, 5 and 6 people show up. Great fighter, not a draw at all. Not a commercial draw. Those are the facts. So you got one Mexican-American ducking another Mexican-American and say he want to fight the black African-American, but he ain't going to fight him neither. But listen to what the white man Samson Lukowitz says about the other Mexican-American fighter. Oh, yeah. No, I got some heat for y'all ass today. I'm not fucking around.
True.
Phone lines open. I can't now about the friendship, homie. We calling a spade today. Sebastian Fundora promoter, Samson Lukowitz, a.k.a. Samson Lukowitz, said this defense against Ermal, I can't pronounce his last name, Ermal, bologna. We're going to call him Ermal bologna sandwich. So he fighting a bologna sandwich. Don't nobody know who this motherfucker is. If it was a fighter like a Crawford, a Devin Haney, a Bruce Ennis, or any of these other fighters who fight a no-name trash can that don't nobody know about, what do y'all say? Oh, he fighting nobody. When Boots fought doggone Lima Bean, when he fought doggone Wiesman Lima, I was the first one that said, I was the first one to criticize him, say, man, this man fighting Lima Bean. He fought Lima Bean and Karen Chugga Chugga. Guess what? I'm going to keep that same energy with Sebastian Fundora. You think I'm not? I kept that same energy with Vergil Ortiz when he fought old washed up ass Erison Lubin, who'd have been knocked out already. I take the shotgun approach. Anybody can get it. So now the praying mantis finna fight a bologna sandwich, ducking smoke. Why you won't fight your other Mexican American brother? Y'all such a big draw. Why don't you fight him in Texas and sell out 90,000 at Dallas Stadium since y'all such a big draw? Oh, that's what I thought.
True.
Yeah, I'm bumping the body these niggas, dog. I ain't playing with these niggas. Give a fuck about them. Matter of fact, fuck you as a record label staff and as a crew. That's how we do that. Sampson says the defense against Ermal bologna sandwich is a mandatory. He say not is a mandatory. He say is mandatory. Did you see the language? He didn't say that fighting Ermal bologna sandwich is a mandatory. That's been mandated by the WBC. He said fighting the bologna sandwich is mandatory. So he's saying it's mandatory that we fight him next, not Vergil Ortiz. Listen to I want y'all, ain't nobody point that out. I just pointed that out. He said, then it will be Boots. I'd rather go to a unification with Boots than fight Vergil. So this was Scampson said. He said what he would rather do. Fuck you mean what you would rather do? You don't get in the ring and fight. You ain't taking no punches. What does the fighter want to do? What does Sebastian Fundora want to do? See, Sebastian Fundora is a BIH because he hide behind his promoter, his manager. He let the manager do the talking for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, like, won't you come out? Because you do interviews. Won't you come out and say, no, I told my manager, Sampson, that I want you to go make that Boots fight right now. Or I want you to make that Vergil fight right now. You never hear him say that. You never hear him say that. You want to know why? Because he don't want to fight them dudes. That shit smoke and mirrors. This tall, lanky motherfucker walking around like, yeah, man, you know, I'm the baddest thing. I'm 6'6", ain't nobody beat me. Everybody know. And he's a stylistic nightmare. I will admit that. And he's a great fighter. But he ain't got no heart, man. He ain't got no heart. He got hard to get in the ring and fight, but he ain't got no heart to challenge himself against the top guys. And before y'all say, yeah, he fought Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu ain't nobody. That was another PBC hype job. We see how that turned out. Tim Tszyu, his name got built off his daddy name. He ain't nothing like his daddy. Everybody knows that. I digress. Let's continue. Let's see what he's saying about Vergil Ortiz. He say, so now Ortiz, so he said, I'd rather fight a unification with Boots than fight Vergil. So now the Ortiz fight is 2 years away. 2 years away. He's a good fighter, not a great fighter, but he doesn't sell. This is what the white man, Scampson Lewis, is said about your Mexican-American fighter. So don't get mad at Coach Malachi. Take that smoke to the white man, Scampson Lewis, because he said, he said that your Mexican-American fighter, Vergil Ortiz, can't sell. That's what he said. I'm just repeating what he said. You dig? To this day. That's all I'm doing. Let's continue. Yeah, let's continue. I ain't playing with these niggas. I'm body bagging this shit. He say he's supposed to be the man. He said Vergil Ortiz is supposed to be the mandatory. He says he's a good fighter, but he's not a great fighter. Vergil Ortiz doesn't sell, and he has the wrong management. So he not only he dissed Vergil Ortiz, he dissed the management as well. He said the management is wrong on top of the fact that he can't sell. So what did Scampson say? Scampson said he's supposed to be the mandatory. But thanks to his management fighting with De La Hoya, he lost the opportunity. So Scampson acknowledged that Vergil is supposed to be the mandatory to fight Sebastian Fundora. But thanks to the management, meaning that the management probably ain't had no faith in him winning that fight or whatever, he said that, but thanks to that, he lost his opportunity to fight. Now this is what Scampson said. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading what them good white folks said over there with Scampson Lewis. Okay. So who is afraid? Let me see right here. Let's go right here. Let's go back right here. He said, so who is afraid? His boxer should be afraid of his manager. Now he'll wait. This is what he said, the boxing scene. That's what Sampson said, the boxing scene. Now let's go over here let's go down the Yellow Brick Road. Let's go down the Yellow Brick Road and let's look at the other Mexican-American fighter, Vergil Ortiz.
I feel like I have to be. And I don't know. It's a bit of a change of character. I'm just starting to care less and less, because at the end of the day, For instance, right? One, the fight doesn't happen with Jaron Ennis. Oh, I'm ducking the fight. Vergil Ortiz doesn't want to fight Jaron Ennis. Now we're calling him out. Oh, he's begging for the fight. What kind of logic is that? I just respectfully, that is just stuff that I deal with.
Motherfucker, it's the shit you deal with because you doing that shit. You disappeared for November, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. This motherfucking July. You had disappeared, fam. You was suing your manager, suing your promoter. Your promoter was suing you. Y'all ain't never talked about suing Oscar De La Hoya until Boots Ennis stepped inside that ring. And stepped to you face to face. All of a sudden, you and Oscar got problems. When in December last year, you was at a Christmas party with Oscar. Y'all was running trains on his girlfriend together. Y'all was doing everything together. And then as soon as that boy from Philly stepped in the outside the ring, now you're beefing with Oscar. Oh, we got to sue. Oh, we need to get more money. Boots got to shave his beard. His baby mama can't show up to the fight. He can't wear colorful gloves. He gotta fight Black Freezer. He gotta fight doggone Majin Buu. He gotta fight Lord Beerus. He gotta fight Ultra Ego Vegeta. He got all this shit now. I'm the A side. He gotta take 10% of the purse. 90% go to all this stuff. That's what you did, my nigga. Yeah. That's what you did. Let's continue.
And other boxers deal with on a day-to-day basis. That doesn't make any kind of sense. I just don't understand how the gears are working up there.
Chris Menace got the smirk on his face because he know Vergil Ortiz is full of shit.
They're turning the wrong way. I don't get it. But anyways, I could keep on talking about this. Yeah.
The Boots fight obviously still generates the most interest out there, at least among the casual fans. You guys squared off in the ring after your win over Erickson Lubin. That seemed to build the momentum up to almost a fever pitch.
Build the momentum up to a fever pitch when Boots stepped inside of the ring after he beat washed up Haitian American Erickson Lubin. And then as soon as Boots stepped into the goddamn ring, what happened right after that? I ain't gonna let him forget. Shout out to Sean from the Heights. Hey, okay. Dropping out $2 super chat. He said Ortiz and Fundora heart pump Kool-Aid. They great fighters. You know what I mean? They got to drop their nuts.
At that point, we've heard Rick Meridian say he wants that fight for you next. Oscar say he wants that fight for you next. Robert Garcia, I saw clips of him saying he's ready to do that fight with you and Boots next. Is that how you feel about it? You're ready to do that fight next?
I've been pushing for the fight. Every time they ask me, I give them the green light. It's only been one-sided green lights coming from out over here. The reason that the fight has happen is simply because they haven't taken the fight.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. He lying. He say it's always been one-sided green lights. Okay, cool. He said the only reason they haven't taken the fight is the only reason the fight had to happen because they haven't taken the fight. That's a goddamn lie. We just heard Eddie Hearn said they agreed to everything. They agreed to cut the beard. They agreed to doggone let you he can't wear colored gloves. They agreed that can't nobody from Philly show up to the fight. They agreed to everything you said. And what happened after that when he stepped in the ring and stepped to the ring? What you did? You sued Oscar De La Hoya and Oscar De La Hoya sued you. That's what happened. Out of nowhere. Robert Garcia said, damn, man, Boots is big. Deuce is big. And then as soon as Boots fights Xander Zayas, he got hurt in the third round. Then y'all come out of nowhere. All of a sudden, y'all friends again. Y'all in love. Y'all doing the doodle brown, the cabbage patch. Y'all doing the Mexican cha-cha slide. Y'all doing all of that. Yeah, man, we were calling out Boots. Where he at? We want to fight him. We want to fight him. And then, but guess what? Hold on. I got something better for y'all. I'm not finished. I got something better for y'all. I ain't, you know what I mean?
You know, Eddie Hearn said this week that the deal that was agreed to prior to Boots' most recent fight is now no longer the deal that's in play. Effectively, Vergil, what he's saying is that there need to be concessions on your side. Are there concessions that you would be willing to make to get this deal done?
I mean, I want the fight to happen. You know, that's kind of more of a manager question. You know,
No. Y'all see this shit? Yeah, that's more of a manager question. No, it ain't no manager question. The manager works for you, fool. He hide behind his manager now. Like he been doing. He hide behind his pappy. He hide behind his coked out promoter. He hide behind his stinking pussy mammy. And now he hide behind doggone, the manager, that's the manager question. No, my nigga. Are you willing to make concessions? Because you the one got to make the concessions. You the one got to get in the ring and fight. Your manager ain't got to be the one to fight. Are you going to tell your manager like Boots told Eddie Hearn, yeah, I'm willing to make concessions to fight him. So since Boots is willing to make concessions and he told Eddie Hearn to make those concessions to fight you, you can do the same thing. Oh, that's more of a manager question. Hide behind his manager. To this day. Yeah. Let's do it.
I mean, they just asked me if I want to fight
on your side. Are there concessions that you would be willing to make to get this deal done?
I mean, I want the fight to happen. You know, that's kind of more of a manager question. You know what I mean? They just asked me if I want to fight. I say, yeah. They work out the numbers. But, you know, I'm in the ring in the gym, in the ring too.
Man, this man, this man shaking like booty meat.
True.
This man shaking like booty meat, dog. Oh yeah, man, he should have just played the fifth.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Yeah, he done. I don't want to hear nothing about that duck. Not me. Duck sauce. He can keep having fights in Grand Prairie, Texas, fighting old washed up black fighters and fight another Mexican to fight though. He can sell out 90,000 or sell out where he fight at Grand Prairie. Have everybody in Texas come see him fight. Since that's the narrative that they putting out. He's not even willing to make concessions. I want y'all to see this. This is what this is what they posted. I want y'all to see this. Says right here, Vergil Ortiz still fuming. He also confirmed that he won't or can't instruct his team to make concessions to the unified champion, Jaron Ennis, in order to get the fight done. So Boots got to make concessions. But when they come to you, you can't make no concessions. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man, that boy done. That boy done. He just got cooked. He just got cooked. We having rotisserie duck right now. We having rotisserie duck. I don't care how Rick Glazer try to spin it, because Rick Glazer, you are on the payroll of Golden Boy, so you will never criticize Golden Boy. So I get it. You're gonna do whatever, you're gonna say whatever need to be said to butter your bread. That's cool. I understand that. But with my platform, I'm calling a spade a spade. I don't give a fuck about Golden Boy as a record label staff and as a crew. And if you down with Golden Boy, then fuck you too. I don't care. Don't need your friendship. Don't want to be homies. Don't want to be your partner. I'm good over here, homie.
True.
Don't tell me nothing about Vergil Ortiz. Nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about that boy no more. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? Just letting it be known. Now, let me read these commandments before we go. Right here, I have something called, I added one. I have something called, this is what we have over here, for all about to know. The 14 commandments of the boxing gods. What is commandment number 1? School over been asking for this forever. Commandment number 1 is thou shalt not talk boxing without facts. We care nothing about your feelings or emotions. Commandment number 2, thou shalt not cap for promotional companies. Golden Boy is my favorite promotional company. Networks. I like the Zone. I like the Zone. I like Showtime or promoters. You know, a Top Rank, my favorite promotional company. The Zone, Matchroom, my favorite promotional company. Golden Boy, yeah. We don't want nobody game banging for promotional companies. Cause let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you new booty, something who new to the game. Boy, I've been watching boxing a long time. I ain't never seen no group of niggas or fan base who was fans of promotional companies. I ain't never seen that. We was fans of the sport and fans of certain fighters. And wow, the reason why we got behind certain fighters, because they fought the fights. If you don't fight the fights, we can't get behind you. I care nothing about your Instagram followers. I care nothing about how many people you got watching your streams. I don't care. I care nothing about how many doggone YouTube channels that's gonna cap for you. How many Jigaboo, Buck Dancing, Chicken George, or Sambo niggas you got with YouTube channels who be capping for the other side. I care nothing about that, sir. My nigga, we care nothing about that. We don't do no digital game banging behind that. See, I can talk like this because I can. Because I ain't got a pen to nobody. And ain't nobody paying me a motherfucker. That's why I can talk like this. That's why I can talk like this. Because I'm team fuck the other side. Come to this city, you're going to find out. Commandment number 3. Thou shalt not be a fanager or promoter for any fighter. We don't went through that with the aerosexuals. You know, talking about something. Yeah, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. But guess what? It's always a broke 2-figure nigga sitting at home at his baby mama house, smoking on a Nick sack of Reggie, eating up all the cheering cereal, drinking all the cheering milk, drinking all the juicy juices. Got his homeboy, Man, and Ray and them laying down on the floor while his baby mama at the strip club shaking her ass for some money, and then she gonna bring it back home. Kids' diapers need to be changed, all that there. It's always a 2-figure nigga telling the 7, 8, and 9-figure niggas what they should do, how they should handle their business. You can't make it up.
True.
Nah, we don't do that, baby boy. We don't do that over here. Commandment number 4. Thou shalt not pocket watches they fighters' money except on Tuesdays. We have pocket watching Tuesdays. I added that. Commandment number 5. Thou shalt not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. Why? Because when a nigga get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter, as soon as somebody like myself criticize him, motherfucker get mad and want to go crash out digitally, of course. Yeah, get you a boxing criteria and you won't have to worry about being emotionally invested. You dig?
True.
Let's continue. Commandment number 6. Thou shalt not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is cherry picking. This is the classic definition of hypocrisy. Commandment number 7, thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. I don't have a bunch of you hoe ass, cunt, coochie, dick in the booty ass niggas, and whoever, Mexicans, whites, blacks, whatever, threaten me online. But I don't been to Norfolk, Virginia. I don't been to Utah. I don't been to Colorado. I don't been to Dallas. I don't been to doggone San Antonio. I don't been to Houston. I don't been to Atlanta. I don't been to Miami. I don't been to Tampa, Orlando. I don't been to Vegas. I don't been to LA. I don't been to many different cities around the US. And guess what? I never see you hoe ass, cunt, coochie, dick in the booty ass, awesome ass niggas anywhere who threatened me in the past. Never. You never there. And when I do see you, you offer to buy me a drink.
True.
And I don't even drink. I'm a weed smoker. Let's continue. Commandment number 8. Thou shalt not speak with double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to your favorite fighter. Commandment number 9. Thou shalt only have permission to be a fanboy of an old school fighter. This is the only exception. And y'all, I don't need to tell y'all what the old school is. Any fighter that's retired, it ain't no problem with that. Commandment number 11. Commandment number 10. Thou shalt not race bait to push a personal narrative. They do that shit all the time on YouTube and on Twitter, especially Twitter. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality. Commandment number 12, thou shalt not play the race card when you don't get your way. Commandment number 13, thou shalt not make excuses for your fighter if he get his ass whipped. And commandment number 14, that's what I added, thou shalt not argue with Coach Malachi about boxing or your favorite fighter unless you have a boxing criteria. If you ain't got no motherfucking boxing criteria, nigga, shut the fuck. Don't say that. Be quiet. Don't speak to me. Don't talk to me. Let's get a commandments round of applause.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick? No, huh? No, I ain't saying Kid Capri? I didn't say that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said. Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Yeah, man. Listen. It is what it is, fam. So now that y'all know, over here at True Media Podcast, I have a boxing criteria. Matter of fact, I'm gonna print that out and put it up there too. I have a boxing criteria, and we got commandments. And everything that I do, every word that I speak, anything, anytime I think about boxing, everything I do as it relates to the sport of boxing, my commentary, my praise for fighters, my criticism of fighters, everything I say is backed up by law. What law? It's backed up by the law of the 14 commandments, and we reserve the right to amend it to add more. And it's backed up by my boxing criteria. Everything I do is based on that. I don't give a fuck if the nigga from Philly. I don't give a fuck if the nigga from Tampa. I don't give a fuck if he from Miami, Florida, Texas, Houston, Dallas, Texas, Vegas, Nevada, LA, Cali. It don't matter where he from. New York, Ohio, don't matter where he from. I'm always gonna measure your fighter to my criteria and the commandments. And what the commandments is for the fans. The commandments is for you. Commandments is for you niggas. Commandments is for you, you racist ass fan bases out there who be pushing these racial narratives. The commandments is for you. I'm not your friend, homie. Phone lines been down there. Ain't now one of you motherfuckers who threaten me calling the motherfucking show. Cause y'all hoes, y'all pussy. Don't respect you. I will be going to the next fight. When this fight is made with Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis, I'll be there. I promise you I'll be there.
True.
Shout out to Get Over Here. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said grown man A who wants to fight grown man B, but because grown man B said hurtful things about grown man A favorite boxer, diabolical. You can't make this up. Like I tell people before, right? They talk about the race shit, the nationality shit, and all that stuff there. I say, bro, I ain't never seen a motherfucker win a fight because of his race. I ain't never seen a motherfucker win a fight because of his nationality. You don't win fights based on race and nationality. You win fights based on can you throw these motherfuckers? Can you throw these motherfuckers, dog? My nigga, can you throw these motherfuckers? Can you throw these motherfuckers? Can you do that, my nigga? Can you do that? Can you do that? Do you have the stamina to last around? Can you fight through adversity? If you get hurt in the fight and get dropped, I ain't never seen nobody win, goddamn it, because of their nationality. The fan base can't fight for you. You got to get in the ring and fight. You dig? Anyways, it is what it is, man. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Let's hit him with the hood.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, I'm not here to play games with these dudes, man. I ain't here to play games with them. We gonna set the law over here. We gonna set the law. That's it. It's been like that when we made these commandments. It was who was in the chat? It was Lisa Bells was here, Lady Shan was here, Green Eyes P, Dr. Paul, Schoolo, Damien from Baltimore. There was a lot of people here. Coach Eddie, Bless 365. I gotta call that sister. The community helped make those commandments. We made that shit together on the live show. I want to say like 2021, like December 2021, we made them commandments together. And them motherfuckers still there, dog. I got to post them every week like Schoolo said. Schoolo was there. Yeah. We're there. Facts. Absolutely. It is what it is, fam. Some of these niggas, matter of fact, we're going to say a special prayer for these whole ass niggas.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Yeah, man. Hey, my main man, yeah, that's right. Big Mike was there. Mike was there. He was there. Damn sure was. It is what it is, man. I'm going to give everybody a shout out, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all drop the cities. I got something very special that I'm building for the community. I should have been done this, but I have something very special that I'm building for y'all. I was up to 2 o'clock last night putting all this shit together. I got something very special I'm building for the community. We're going to be the only boxing community that have this, what I'm coming with. I'm not going to speak about it. We're going to do it. What city y'all from, man? Y'all let me know where the fuck you from. Shout out to Sean, man, DMV. Hey, okay. Who else we got? Plant City in this BI. Hey, okay. Let's see, Toxic, Liverpool. Hey, okay. Shout out to the 611. Shout out to the 614, Columbus. Hey, okay. Ohio, I believe. Is that Columbus, Ohio? Columbus, South Carolina? I don't know which one. Shout out to San Diego, California. Hey, okay. Let's see. Shout out to who else we got, man? All right, hold on. I'm trying to get everybody. I don't want to leave nobody's city out. Shout out to the DMV. Hey, okay. Shout out to New York. Hey, okay. Shout out to Honolulu. Hey, okay. Shout out to the Dominican Republic. Hey, okay. La República Dominica. Hey, okay. Los Dominicanos, ya tú sabes. Hey, okay. Who else we got, man? Shout out to Fayetteville. Who is that? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Forestville, Maryland. Hey, okay. Let's see. Shout out to Atlanta. Hey, okay. Shout out to my main man G5 from the Bronx, Boogie Down. Hey, okay. The home of hip hop, the home of hip hop. Shout out to Lafayette, Louisiana. Hey, okay. Shout out to ATL. Hey, you say, hey, hell, hell, I thought thought you were Jess. Shout out to Richmond, BA.
Hey, okay.
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Hey, okay.
You can't forget about Milwaukee.
Hey, okay.
Valdosta, Georgia. Valdosta, salute.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got, man? I'm trying to wait, man. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to get some more people, man. What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Hey, man, say, man. Oh, yeah, shout out to Bill Haney, man. Bill Haney showed up. Let's give a shout out to the callers. At least we can do that. Let's see. Who else called the show? Shout out to Bill Haney.
Hey, okay.
Jamie from New York called the show.
Hey, okay.
Mike from Bridgeport, Connecticut called the show.
Hey, okay.
Coach Eddie from the ATL called the show.
Hey, okay.
Curtis from Long Beach called the show.
Hey, okay.
Buck from Philly called the show.
Hey, okay.
Chris from Philly called the show.
Hey, okay.
You dig? Shout out to St. Pete, just so sick.
Hey, okay.
Cross that bridge. Shout out to St. Louis.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Philly. Philly, what's up?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody. Shout out to the Bay. The Bay. He said Bay Ridge. Shout out to Bay. Hey, where Bay Ridge from? Where's that at? Shout out to Bay Ridge.
Hey, okay.
It is what it is, man. Much love to the family, man. I catch you guys on the next one. We're gonna have a good show tomorrow, man. We're gonna have a good show tomorrow. I can promise you that. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.